So with the starters, don't forget we have some rotis. Remember, it's not roti, but it's roti. Fried chicken, cake, barbecue, donuts, snow cone, of course, popcorn. So please support sports, support Bishop's College, support the education, support youth development. Spend all the money you come here with, don't go back home with none. Make sure and just spend, and when you're going out the door, just see the rest of change in the door. Going to good use. So now with the starters.
On your marks. Set. Stand. Please stand.
So we're getting ready for the 200 meters for senior boys. Following this, we'll have a medal presentation. Then we're going to get into the 800s. Then we have the 100s, we have the 400s, and then we have the relays. So in case you hear my voice in tongue, you ain't missing not much yet, get yourself here.
All right, folks, want to say a pleasant good evening to you, and of course, welcome aboard Styles Radio.
On your marks.
Of course, those on Explore Carriacou. We are live and coming to you live from Hillsborough Recreation Ground. This is the 2024 Bishop College Interhouse Sports Meet.
Set.
Senior boys.
And it's good this time. 200 meters for senior boys. It is a good race. Let's see. Yam Tika, Randy Jones, Mr. Alexis is there. Jay Shot is there. What is Randy Jones? Blue House on the inside. Red House, Yam Tika, but let's see. It could be interesting coming in the home stretch. But it is Blue House all the way. Followed by red. Followed by red. Followed by green. Followed by blue.
Right, so that was the 200 meters for senior boys. Impressive run there from the athlete of Blue House. That's Randy Jones.
Brilliant run there. And the good thing, I think all
right, so
all position gets points.
Good. So we're saying a pleasant good afternoon once again to all the listeners, Stars Radio, Explore Carriacou, and the PT Martinique. It's a wonderful day for sports. It's pretty hot and it's pretty windy.
All right, so the driver of
at
PZ316, you have to move your vehicle.
Grounds. So
And
those of you who are at home, you still
PAW686.
have some time. You can catch
So once
up the
again, the
action.
drivers,
Here you would have missed some of the races and all that, but of course,
move your
not
vehicle
too much.
immediately
Holidays,
to avoid any
quite a lot
consequences.
in store.
This is the only place in the world where police
course,
ask you to move your
collectively,
vehicle
we are
immediately.
going to continue the broadcast
So,
right here
move it,
from
and
the
if you
Hillsborough
ensure
Recreation
your numbers
Grounds.
are
A wonderful atmosphere. Kwamina, your take.
So
I mean,
once again,
you've been witnessing
PZ316,
the events as the afternoon unfolds and all that. What's your general thoughts on what you're witnessing here today?
We should be getting ready
It's
for
a little bit
another
hot, of
presentation.
course,
I
a
hope
little bit
I'm
hot on the
following
outside.
the
I must say,
800
though,
meters for
that
some junior
I
girls
find
and
the
boys following
support
the
is
200
rather
meter
slim.
boys.
You know,
And
I
we
would
go. So the
expect
meantime,
more persons to be here at this time, considering it's already 3 o'clock. But nonetheless, I think we're running on schedule. We saw the 1500 meters in all categories this morning. I think we started at 9:30, followed by the 60-meter dash. And of course, the 60-meter dash was all in commemoration of the 60th anniversary of Bishop College. I do hope you know they're celebrating 60 years.
We're going to do a medal presentation. I guess we have a song.
Of course, we also saw the sub-junior 200 meters in all categories. And after this, we're going to witness the 800 meters for all categories.
Right, and you know what's interesting though, you know, traditionally and normally what you would see before the commencement of the games, you'll have the traditional match pass, we might call it that, but today we didn't see the traditional match pass. What we would have seen was a display, we would call it a display, a presentation from all the athletes of Bishop's College.
Of course, and they were nicely dressed in the colors of Bishop College, which is red and blue. As was stated, if Bishop College go into the intersect, you would see them in red. If they go for the intercall games, you would see them in blue with a splash of red. So for the folks listening us at home, the display from the athletes, they formed a 60. Yes, as I said, in commemoration of the 60th anniversary of Bishop College.
Right, and as we go through this afternoon, we'll hear a lot about the 60. In fact, if you look at the official T-shirts, you see the 60th there. So it's it's a milestone for the institution, Bishop's College. So you'll be hearing a lot about 60 when we are joined by the
Scott, correct.
Right, she's part of the teaching staff there. She's going to join the commentary team, and of course she's going to give us a lot of information as it relates to activities planned for the 60th anniversary of Bishop's College as well.
Definitely. Now, Lendo, considering you're a past student of Bishop College, and they're celebrating 60 years this year. How many years ago did you left that institution?
Well, it was quite a lot of years, and of course I'll be able to count for you a little bit later on. If my memory serves me well, I was there in the 80s, so to speak, maybe long before you were born.
In the 80s, okay. All right, so we have some medal presentation been done now. That's for the 200 meters for sub-junior, junior, and senior. In fact, all categories.
Right, and I hope the organizers remain focused with the time. Sometimes we tend to lose focus on the time, and probably thinking that we have a lot of time, and before you know it, the light will leave us. We're talking about the natural light, behind the fact that we have the floodlights and so on. But the floodlight is a thing that was introduced to us in recent time. Growing up and being part of the school and sports, we didn't know anything about floodlight, and we have to ensure that all the activities, all the events run out in a natural light, and they always happen. We never had situation whereby we had the sports having to postpone or we are too late. But you're seeing the games now running late in the night. I'm wondering if it's intentional though.
Well, put it this way, we are not too behind schedule, if I might say that. We are currently on event number 48. And we have...
Senior boys now. So senior boys, 200 meters. The boys, third place, Jason McQuilkin of Red House. Second place, Yaim Tika of Red House. And first place is Randy Jones of Blue House. Thank you very much, Mrs. Lendo. After 48 events, we have a score update. After the 48 events, that's the 200 meters. Wow. Greenhouse, 369 points. Blue House, 397 points. And Red House way out front with 534 points.
Special prize will be offered for 60 meters
You know, and I'm almost certain we have quite a lot of the students, the past students who are 60, maybe just around the 60 year mark, and even more than that. I could also recall hearing the commentator, I think it was Miss Scott, talking about the millions of followers of past students of the school as well.
Well, I probably, you stand to be corrected. I would say millions of past students, because the school would have produced that amount of students over that 60-year period.
That is so true. We are getting ready for the 800 meters. That's the 800 meters. Is it what category is that? Is 800 meters?
This should be the sub-junior girls.
Sub-junior girls.
Of course, by way of information, it's a 200-meter track, so the athlete will
start. But it's a long way to go. Greenhouse is making a run for it. Only start, but it's a long way to go. It's 4 laps, 800 meters. So they're going around the final bend to complete the first lap. It is a pretty slow race, but very soon we'll start to make some separation. So it's 3 more laps. All athletes seem to be running well so far. Seem to be comfortable. But it's a long way off. I'm just reminded that every position in the race, there'll be points allocated, so the objective is to complete the race. But this is in process, sub-junior girls 800 meters. Coming around to complete the second lap. There is some distance between 1 and 2 and 3. Blue seems to move into 3rd place. So St. Bernard is there going strong. So 2 more laps. There is walking, there is jogging, there is conversation, talking, while the race is going on. So it is green St. Bernard out front, some distance, running a bit with a distant red house, looking back to see where blue is. Right, so it is So it's greenhouse out front looking good. Tiring a bit, of course, human. There's red, blue in 3rd place is closing up. A distance red in 4th place. 5th is coming down good. So there will be some lapping. We need to investigate the red. All right, and St. Bernard Greenhouse finished strongly. There is something pretty magnificent we had to know about. And there's a blue coming down there. Red is not giving up, but blue is making a good run for it. Let's see the finish. It's all good fun. It is all good fun. It's all good fun. I mean, that's the human impulse. You pass it, me, I go hold you back. So she has 1 more to go. So the 2 blues coming home. She has 1 more to go still. Carriacou, you finish. Carriacou, you need to come back this way. Come back by the line. All right, and then Red House is making the final lap. Green is coming home, yes? Finish that. Yes. So the race is still going on. So we just are waiting the completion of the 800 meters for sub-junior girls. Following that, we're going straight into the 800 meter for sub-junior boys. And then we move up to the juniors.
Because the prep category was so let's see, that was what, 800 for sub junior. The record there, 2 minutes 20 seconds. Yeah, and that record was held by Desiree Kojo since 2005. Interesting.
Right.
And from what we would have seen here,
So
no way these athletes, based on the pace that they were actually running at, will be able to break that record here. But going back to the point that we were making, you see, these athletes would have been just moving in from the primary schools, so they would have been in a prep category, and it was so nice when they introduced the prep category, but we would have seen the prep category disappearing. Miss Scott might be able to give us some light, shed some light on that prep category when she joined the commentary team a little bit later on.
Wonderful. So we're standing by now for the sub-junior boys 800 meters. All athletes representing all the different houses. I see 3 athletes from Greenhouse, 3 athletes from Red House, and 2 athletes there from Blue House.
On your marks.
We have
Right, so 800 meters for sub-junior boys. So let's see. So Collins Jack is making a run for an early run. Tyler is there. But it's early days yet. It's early days yet. Another green. But it's early days yet. So they complete the first lap, running pretty strong. So it is green. So it is a cluster and a distant blue, making a different run. But let's see completion of the second lap. Remember, it's 4 laps. It's 800 meters for sub-junior boys. So it's green so far, red in a cluster of mix. So it's Collins Jack stretching the lead a bit. And they're coming to complete the 3rd lap. As the whistle goes, I'm gonna buy a whistle for you next time. All right, so it's Collins, Denzel, Jaden bringing up the rear, but there's a red. So it's up the top. It is Collins Jack, large and in charge, as he takes the final bend to come down the home stretch, running strong. And Denzel Shade is there. Tyler is also there, running good. That athlete from Greenhouse is not giving up, tiring a bit, but striding along. But it is Collins Jack of Greenhouse, Denzel Shade of Red House. And Greenhouse third and red fourth. So good run by Collis and Denzel and all the other athletes. Greenhouse coming in there now. So we witnessing the completion of the 800 meters for sub-junior.
Well, still slow, and but again, the athletes again, as we mentioned, they're pretty young. That's the sub-junior. They are still young. They are quite young, and with the continuing practicing and all that, they'll make it. They'll make it. But the record for that particular event was 2 minutes, 2.04 minutes there, and that record was held by Shaween Patrice in 2004. So what we have seen, we have some old records here standing at this school sport. So the previous record was for the sub-junior girls was held by Desiree Kojo in 2005, and now we have the 800 for the junior boys, the sub-junior boys. That record was set in 2004.
Kashana Williams, Amara Kutin, and Michaela Prime. So those
so we await, right, so
800 meters for junior girls.
Right, so that's the junior girls with the starters, the 800. All right, so they probably using a different, that's all right, that's the junior, that's that's the junior girls, right. So the junior girls 800 meters, right, a record set by Vanessa Joseph in 2005.
So it's the 800 meters for junior girls. Early days yet, cluster of athletes of course. So let's see, early days yet as they come to complete the first lap. 3 more laps to go. Everyone looking good. So as we go around the distance, and the objective of course is to ensure that you finish the race. So the race, nice cluster up front. The first 6 athletes, the other 2 a little distant behind. But these things can change and change quickly. Can move to 0 to 100 quickly. But it is red. Amara is there. And the next Amara is there. So, but it is Red House. As she coming around, she's letting the lead a bit. Right, so she's coming to take the final lap now. So it's red, followed by blue, followed by green, followed by blue, and 2 red. So let's see. But running strong out front is the athletes from Red House. Coming home with a command, large and in charge as he stride down to the finish line. Strong as ever, finishing strong. Brilliant run. Finishing very strong. Beautiful run. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful run. Amara is coming in. running strongly for second place. Third place, Rosanna. So let's see. Blue House, third, fourth, sorry. And fifth is red and red. So that was the completion of the junior girls for 800 meters. We're getting quickly into the junior boys for 800 meters.
Greenhouse represented by Jade Joseph. Greenhouse also by Brendan McIntosh. Red House, Kristen Lawrence, and Jamie Matthew from Red House. So we have no athletes here from Blue House in the next event, junior boys 800 meters.
Right, and the 800 boys record, that record is held by who? Stefan Brown. And I noticed Stefan as one as the official here. Stefan Brown, he set that record in 2016, 2.1, well, 2 minutes, 11 seconds there. He completed the 800 meters in 2016. He was in the junior category back then. So we'll see if, someone will break that record. But remember, in Stefan back in the days, he was quite, a strong athlete there from start to finish. And at the pace, the rate at which we're seeing the athletes are running and even completing the races here, right, is far from record that we are seeing here.
Now I'm going to give you a little homework now, right? Now I recall last Friday at Hillsborough Secondary Games, we saw a record back as 1989 set by Sharon Fortune. Now can you look to the record books and give me the oldest record that you're seeing recorded there at this time?
Well, interestingly, I'm not seeing, the records are not too old. Right, we have the record that we're looking at is records in the 20s, 2000 plus. But what you just talk about there, okay, there's one set by the 200 meters senior girls, Chadlyn Kellis in 1999, and that's about the oldest record in Bishop's College, 28.05 seconds there. Chadlyn Kellis in 1999, she set that record, 200 meters for senior girls.
But I actually cannot recall the event, the particular event, but I know looking through me and Miss Mills, Rena, last week Friday, we saw a record there for 1989 set by Sharon Fortune.
Well, I remember Sharon Fortune, she did a lot of the sprint race, so it would be and it could be one of the shorter version of the race. We'll take the commentary for the
junior boys.
Is that running?
Junior boys.
That's the junior boys, and they are practically walking. And I mean,
so we have two athletes there from Greenhouse and two athletes from Red House. So it's Jade Joseph from Greenhouse, Brendan.
Really slow.
Really slow.
Brendan McIntosh, Kristen Lawrence, and Jamie Matthew.
Can you describe his pace of the race? But it's very, extremely, exceedingly. Well, that changed now.
Well, even the commentator on the ground having difficulty in finding the right adjective to describe the slowness.
Yeah, because the way the athletes really start, that's not sportsmanship. That's not sports-like.
Jamie.
And from what you're seeing here, I mean, it is not really encouraging you to even watch the race. It's not really encouraging you to look at the race. Sad to say. All right. Not much energy, not much effort.
Large and in charge, running strong, striding along. Almost correctly.
It seems as though the athletes are there just for points for the houses. Maybe.
Well, the looks of things, Red House separate the pack, but green and red in the second and third spot seems to be having a conversation as they run across the top side.
So it seems like he's going for the record, though. He's going.
What's the time here for this record?
First place, Red House, second place,
2
Green.
minutes 11 seconds.
Red is there.
Remember
AJ.
that the record was set by Stefan
McIntosh.
Brown in
Cruising
2016, and from what we actually
Christian
see,
Simmons
there's
complete
nothing.
The first lap
Penultimate lap.
was actually a little bit too long in terms of time.
Yeah, and you see, interestingly
He's
now, that
continuing to run
athlete from
strong.
Red House is trying to make up some ground, but a little too late.
But you know, you're actually energized when you have a little competition with you, but you're just running by yourself trying to make it, you
Christian
know.
is
Well,
going
that's a
strong.
point, and what I noticed is that the junior boy,
Brendan
it
is
seems
gonna
as though
finish
he's competing with some
And
of the
ensure
prep
that he
or even the
finishes the
sub junior
race.
because they're pretty small compared to him. So
What
I
is
don't know if he felt that
Christian
he doesn't have
Lawrence
enough challenge. As
coming
you
around
mentioned there,
the
yeah, it is
penultimate
also,
bend to
you
take the
know.
final bend.
But what
Christian
we're
the
seeing
place
is that
have
he's
been coming up strong.
actually lapping some of the
Yes,
athletes.
he's
there.
coming up
all
strong.
of the
Christian the place
athletes,
have been
all of the
finishing
athletes
strongly.
actually got lapped.
Coming down the
But do you
left
think
stretch,
that has
very
an
strong.
impact as to what we expect later on for the junior boys 4x100 meter relay?
Great run.
I'm not sure if the
more
school
lap
is
to
lacking
JJ.
juniors, but what we're seeing here, it's not speaking good for the junior category. And remember, this is just the springboard to the Interpol
Right, so
Games in Grenada a couple weeks
it is
from
an
now. And
interesting
I mean,
race.
it's sad to say you cannot go to Interpol, the
Get ready for
magnitude
the
of
senior
Interpol with athletes in
girls
that
and boys,
division,
the 800.
running like that. It just
Then
doesn't
we move
speak
into
well
the
for the
straight
school.
races, the 100 meters.
Well, let's see. Only time will tell. Give me that time again.
The record is 2 minutes 11 seconds. That was set by Stefan Brown in 2016.
So it's Jade.
So we
AJ.
have second spot coming in and third spot. So that's Lawrence,
Brendan, as
Christian
serious as
Lawrence,
he is gonna
first
finish
spot,
the race.
second spot Jay Joseph,
Finish the race, remember
and
points.
Jamie Matthew, the third position. And we're yet to see Brendan McIntosh would make one other lap by himself around the park.
You're right.
So,
Pretty slow.
McIntosh
You know,
is just
when Miss Scott joined us here, interestingly, we would need to find out. I remember the days when Bishop's College had what, not three, but 4 houses. And now at some point it reduced to 3, so they went back down to, it was 3 houses. I guess the school population would have grown, and they had 4 houses, and now we are seeing they're back down to the 3 houses. So we'll need to get an indication. I'm not sure if it's the.
I think it's.
So
I
that
think
was-
I think we could
was
just
soon
classify
with the
all that as
completion of
to
the-
relating to the pandemic, COVID. I think it's just COVID.
800 meters for
Yeah, COVID. That was
junior
just
boys.
about
Very good.
2019,
Brendan finished the race. That is very good.
It's about 3-4 years ago. Yeah.
So then, if one of the
So we're looking,
houses
getting
or one
ready
of the
for the
houses
senior girls.
changed, then which
Kayla
one?
Mitchell,
Which one was
Jensen Bernard,
changed?
Courtney Bullen, and
I
Leah
know the
McDonald.
color, the yellow house is missing, but I can't remember the name of the house that was changed. Interestingly, because the yellow house was Nahaiko. But Nahaiko house is in, but the color is not there.
Of course, I will tell you more about that shortly. There were, you weren't here for the speech from the principal, Ms. Rolda Kwamina, but nonetheless, there was 2 name change. We now have McDonald and I can't recall the other one. But nonetheless, I just want to bring your attention to this. We now would have 4 athletes again in this event. Yes, Blue House is represented by Kayla Mitchell. Red House is represented by Deanne St. Bernard, and Red House is represented by Courtney Bullen and Aliyah McDonald. So we see a reduction in the athletes' participation again.
Well, it seems as though they just scout around and they picked up some of the athletes from the wayside, because based on what you just read there, we're seeing an addition. Well, 3 and 2, 5. There are 5 athletes in the race. Yeah, so seeing it seems as though that look, there is one without the car, so we're not even sure which color, which house that she's actually representing at this time.
Nonetheless, we go ground side. I'll take the commentary from Cohen.
Last night I dreamed the rum and I falling down, but I know this morning I will know.
so 800 meters for senior girls, San Bernard, Courtney, I see you there. Right, and McDonald. Mitchell is there, so let's see. So it's red, blue, green. It's a red and green is falling into her own there. She's challenging. So the senior girls, following that to be the senior boys.
No? After me? Senior girls.
Alright, so complete the second lap. 800 meters for senior girls.
That's the next event.
Running, the most important part of the race is that you continue to run. They say that the race is not for the fast and the swift, it's for those who continue to run. So they are running, stopping and starting to run again.
So in the senior girls event, senior girls 800, we see in a Courtney Bullying of Red House competing to the far end there with against Dian St. Bernard, also of Red House. It is not one of the most favorite events for the senior girls. They don't really love the long distance events, but they're trying well and we need to encourage them as much as possible. Courtney is leading, followed by Dian St. Bernard, and they're on the bell lap rung, followed by Brianna Peters of Greenhouse. She's kind of walking, jogging to try to finish off the event. Alia McDonald is also in fourth place, and she's trying to get at least a medal. They were the same set of athletes who participated in the 1500 events. And of course, we would have seen Courtney Bullying placing second in the 1500, but this time she looks like she wants to go home with the 800 meters title.
Yeah, but what we're seeing is that it's very slow, though. It's very slow. And I remember taking a look at the record. And now the record was held by Vanessa Joseph in 2005. And I remember
that's
looking at
like 19 years.
Yeah, and the pace at which Vanessa would run a race like that, it was, amazing to see. But what we saw here, nothing would compare.
Well, of course, Vanessa was an athlete that started probably from training from Form 1. And by the time she ran this, she was in Form 5. And of course, in those days, we probably had a much structured training program. And so we would have gotten more from our athletes,
All right, so it's Bishop's College in the house, sports meet for 2023. We are now being 2024, I beg your pardon. Right, so Miss Scott, Miss Indra Scott, one of the teachers there at the institution. Right, Miss Scott, well, give us your general thought as to what you are seeing. You were here from get-go, the start of the day and how things are actually progressing.
Well, I have to say that the event basically is flowing nicely. We are on schedule so far. While we don't have a large cadre of athletes, and we have to be resting the athletes very often so that they can recuperate, because at the inter-house game you would notice that we don't have specialized athletes per se, but almost all athletes want to run all races because they want their house to win. And so we have to be careful with how we push the events in terms of giving them enough time to recuperate. Of course, we can come back tomorrow if the competition is today, so we have to just try to slow it down a little bit to give them some recuperation time.
Yeah, let me take you up on something though. You talk about the cadre of athletes. I remember a couple of years ago, Bishop's College had 4 houses, and now we are seeing 3 houses. What would have happened there?
Right, so in 2009, we had a population of almost 400 students, and today this population is cut down by half. Bishop's College is now seeing a population of half of that. So the 3 houses would have stretched our in terms of activities very thin, and to get back the quality to get back quality in the competition, we needed to cut back the houses to 3 houses, and at the same time we would have done a whole house reshuffle in terms of Nahaiko's Red House used to be Woodroof's Red House, and Woodroof would have been one of the founders of the Bishop's College in 1964, way before he was an Anglican bishop. Alright, and then we would have had Stanislas, one of the founding members, Stanislas Greenhouse, and today we have in McDonald's.
So all this yet is a brisk race.
All right, right. So we'll go back. We'll get back to Miss Scott and the little explanation here in a little bit. Corwin is gonna take up the commentary, the 800 meters for the senior boys. Corwin is gonna take the commentary.
Race. We have Jason, Shakim, Randy, Cameron is there also. So they complete the first lap quite brisk up front. So is the finisher shall survive. Following this event, we'll have a medal presentation. They're coming to complete the second lap. There's 2 more laps to go. What is red? Commanding and extending, followed by a blue, but closely followed by red. So it's Jason. Cameron is going to overtake Shakim any minute from now, as I speak. The final whistle, the whistle has gone for the final lap. So it's Jason McQuilkin out front, Shakim Cox, Cameron Francis is there, Randy Jones. So is Jason out front, tiring a bit, coming around the final bend to come down the home stretch. It's a jostle for second place though. Shakim, Cameron, let's see. So Shakim is coming down the home stretch, Cameron is coming down, so let's see. And Randy is making a run for it. Randy is making a run for it. Was Randy Jones large and in charge?
Second position, so right, he's strong, yeah, and impressive run from him, and you would have seen him excelling in the long distance and also the middle distance races as well. All right, Ms. Scott, so I think we have a medal presentation coming up. Do you have to be part of the medal presentation? All right, so you'll rejoin us in a little bit. That's not a problem. All right, so medal presentation, Ms. Scott is going to rejoin us in a little bit as we continue with our commentary right here. Remember, we're live, Sisters Radio, and also Explore Carriacou and PT Mate bringing to you live coverage of Bishop's College Interhouse Sports Meet for 2024 right here. Right, a wonderful day for sports. The crowd is building up quite nicely here. But of course, those of you who are home, feel free. You can come down to the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. Well, it's a Friday. It's a Friday afternoon. For some folks, they may not have anywhere else to be. But hey, why not take a cool walk, a cool drive down to the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds here. So we're getting ready for a medal presentation. Here at the grounds. Mamina. Because for B to go and organize for the medal presentation. She's gonna be back with us shortly. She has to leave us now to go and sort out the medal presentation for this the 800 meters athletes day. And that last race that we would have seen there, we cannot overemphasize the importance for the athletes to strategize, you may want to call it, to pace themselves and plan the race. Now we would have seen what's his name? Randy Jones. For the majority of the race, he was in the fourth position, and here you are on the final 75-80 minutes. He was able to excel, accelerate a whole lot, and place himself in second position right there.
Well, you see, actually, Randy is in fact a sprinter, and he would have sprinted a little bit more than 100 meters. Yeah, so from the back straight, he started to sprint.
Jania
his way
Douglas
all the way.
of Red House. Second place, Zara Thompson of Blue House. Zara, well done. And first place, Montisha Senbernard of Greenhouse. So put your hands together. It's 800 meters for sub-junior girls. Up. Great. We move to the 800 meters for sub-junior boys. Third place is Dijon Joseph. Second place, Denzel Shade of Red House. And first place, Collis Jack of Greenhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the athletes. Make some noise. And it might be of essence to note that Collis and Denzel are product of Mount Pleasant Government School. Well done. We move to 800 meters for junior girls. Third place, Rosanna Mitchell of Greenhouse. Second place is Amara Stewart of Blue House. And first place, Kashana Williams of Red House. 800 meters for junior girls. So that's the 800 meters for junior girls. The junior boys, third place, Rajon Polido. Ray J, well done. Second place, Jade Joseph of Greenhouse. And first place, Christian Lawrence of Red House. Senior girls, 800 meters, third place, Abriana Peters of Greenhouse. So Shyla would collect on our behalf, so don't rush Brianna, just relax. Brianna could relax. So third place, Abriana Peters, Shyla would collect on her behalf. Second place is Courtney Bullen. And first place, Diane St. Bernard of Red House. Senior boys, third place, Shakim Cox. Second place, Randy Jones. And first place, Jason McQuilkin. So third place, Shakim Cox of Blue House. Second place, Randy Jones of Blue House. And first place, Jason McQuilkin of Red House. 800 meters for senior boys. Thank you very much, Ms. McNeil of McField's Pharmacy. Thank you very much. We're getting ready for the hundreds, and things are flowing nicely with the starters. We're asking the people at the finish line, please move from the wall. This is students running with spikes, and hold on to your kids. Hold on to your children, ladies and gentlemen, so we don't have any incident. We have been going good so far. So far, so good. So, Mr. DJ. And let's keep the tracks clear. The last sports I did here, my voice gone, I talk too much. I asked people to clear the track and clear the track. So 100 meters for sub-junior girls.
No, we did not forget we on the live. We recognize you on the live and we say good evening to you. So guys, we're standing by for the 100 meters for sub-junior girls. They all lined up and with the starter about to go.
All right, so we are seeing the yellow flag is up, which means that they are not yet ready. As soon as we get the indication that they are ready, we'll be able to see them running. But of course, they're getting their final set of instructions there with the starters. We're seeing 2, 4, 6 athletes there. So 2 athletes from each of the houses there. We have the green light, the white flag is up. So momentarily, they will be running. They are on the starters' orders. And our starters for this afternoon is Mr. Steele. All right, Mr. Sebastian Steele is our official starter, and he is ably assisted there by Miss Ayana. Is Ayana Bartholomew?
Yes, that's correct.
Right, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah. So 100 meters for the sub-junior girls. They are with the starters.
Can you give us a current record holder?
Okay, so the current record holder for the 100 meters On the, well, that's the sub-junior girls. Keena Thomas, record set in 2017, 12.4 seconds there. All right, so the record holder for the 100 meters sub-junior girls is Keena Thomas, a record set in 2017, 12.4 seconds right there. Well, it doesn't seem as though...
The trust on you? They're paying on you.
Right, so the...
Where's down there?
Right, so... All right, so it seems as though they got carried away. They were actually, not on... Nevertheless, they are called to the mark position. Momentarily, they'll be running. Keena Thomas has the record. 2017.
And they off, 100 meters for sub-junior girls. It is early days yet. They're coming down the first 20 meters gone. Running down, we see Blue Scalar is out there. So let's see. It's Blue. Wow, wow.
It was impressive run from the athletes coming up. Well, I don't know the athletes by name. We could only, well, I in particular can only recognize them by the
so that was 100 meters for
the color, but by name I don't have the name of the athletes there.
I don't have the athletes' names as well, but.
Well, when we are rejoined by Miss Scott, she'll be able to bring us up to speed with those, the athletes. And, we would have just seen the, is it what do you call it? Is it SVGA or what?
SVGA.
Wow.
It's okay to say SVGA.
Okay. Just departed from Carriacou. Is the final flight for the day? Grenadine Line, right, Grenadine Line. But of course, as you mentioned, it is safe to say SVJ, no problem.
And we're actually getting a photo finish there. We see
100 meters
Angus
for sub-junior girls.
on the opposite side of the timers and track judges.
See the start of the 100 meters for sub-junior boys.
Okay, that's but even the races they are not so competitive. They are not so
What I can see,
But normally you would get those photo finish when it comes to the bigger categories, be the like the juniors and the seniors in particular. Not so much. Well, again, as what we're seeing here, not so much in the sub-junior categories here. Nevertheless, we are waiting the athletes for the that's the sub-junior boys. I make it.
Yes,
right.
sub-junior boys.
Sub-junior boys. Right, they are getting their final sets of instruction and information there from the starters, and once all is done and they are satisfied, they will be running. The yellow flag is up, which means they are not yet ready.
The 100 meters.
Right, of course, we want to recognize the technical operators on the bottom floor. That is Minor and DJ Jack, and of course on this end we have Basically doing his thing on this end. So for the folks on the live, we say good evening to you. Time check in the Caribbean now is just 1 minute after 4. 1 minute after 4. Yeah, Lendo.
Sub-junior boys, 100 meters.
Folks will be pouring in by the thousands at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds now.
That is so true. And once they knock off work and all that, and they should be coming by in a little bit. So the 100 meters for the sub-junior boys.
So they're with the starters.
They are with the starters, and Kwame is going to give us the record for that. The sub-junior boys.
Come inside and stay.
All right, so that record is Craig DeRoche in the 2016, a time of 11.84 seconds. 2016, Craig DeRoche.
Right, and the record.
So Craig DeRoche, is Craig a current student? Do you know Craig?
Held by Craig DeRoche
2016.
in 2016.
We in
And
2024.
the record is 11.8.
Right, so that would be what? Oh, yes, so
So
you
he
should be
would
out
be-
of school.
yeah.
Right, exactly.
Long time.
Right.
That is the record
Okay,
on
so
the line
Craig,
here this
wherever you
afternoon.
are, well, your record is on the
Held
line
by
now. Let's
Craig
see if one of
DeRoche.
these athletes here will be able to break that record, a record that you set in 2016. All right, 11.84 seconds today. All right, so Craig DeRoche is the current record holder for the 100 meters sub-junior boys.
And of course, Linda, we're asking folks to share the live, reminding you we're live on Explore Carriacou and PD Martinique. So please share the live.
So we're not sure.
All right, so so the white flag is up, which means momentarily they will be okay. So we get back to the yellow flag. They are not yet ready. Some infringement or something of the sort taking place.
So with the starters
there. So so we'll see what will happen in a short while. Let's continue to see what's happening here. Kwamina is going to continue. Kwamina, I noticed Latoya. There was a Latoya Olivier.
Latoya Olivier. That is a correct name is Tiffany Paul.
Tiffany Paul is Latoya Olivier.
Tiffany?
I don't know. And then we have a Naya Joseph.
it is good.
Right.
So let's see.
Sub-junior boys.
Victor.
4 athletes in this one.
Victor
2 athletes from
good,
Morelos,
but
2
Jordan
athletes from
is there. Let's
Greenhouse.
see. Victor
He give up. He give up. He give up at the end, just about what?
And there's a green
5 or so meters.
finishing.
I mean, that's not a position that you want to give up on.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. But you see, sometimes what happens.
So let's see as they go back to the line.
Especially again, the condition under which the athletes are actually running, and especially now they're actually running for all right. Okay,
So it's
Tahira Paul.
Tahira Paul.
Tahira. Okay, Tahira Paul. Where is Tahira? Is Tahira in Egypt or some Egypt? Yeah, Tahira is in Egypt.
You sure?
It's in Egypt. She's actually in Egypt. Yeah, I remember they had that.
So first place, Victor McIntosh of
Right,
course,
that ceremony where she got a scholarship or something. She's studying up there in Egypt.
In Egypt. Oh.
Where is Egypt? Egypt is in the Middle East.
You're well informed, Mr. Lindo.
Egypt is in Jesus' days. You remember those
Well
days?
done, guys. You're getting ready for now for
The
junior girls
Egyptian and
with
the
starters.
Israelites and all that. But yeah, in biblical terms, so to speak.
Right.
That's the very said Egypt.
No comments. No comments.
Not sure what the
junior
time
girls
zone
are
like
with
in
the starters,
Egypt,
as soon
and
as
so Egypt is somewhere in
maybe the
Africa.
100 meters is going.
Sure, right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
outer lane 1,
Asia.
Chastity Men's
Asia,
of Greenhouse.
Africa.
I gotta bring an atlas for you. That's
Yeah,
Asia.
yeah,
That's the
get one-
Asian
get one-
continent.
Get one of the globe. That's all right. That's all right.
Lane 3.
All right, then. So again, we continue to ask you folks on the live to continue to share, so that some other persons around the world can get an opportunity to see what's happening right here in Carriacou. Is the 2024 Bishop College Interhouse Sports Meet, and of course we are repping Greenhouse as McDonald House. We have Red House.
Running out of lane
Red House.
6.
And is it blue?
Ladies and
It's Blue
gentlemen,
House.
We have Blue House.
Right. We'll give you the names of those
We seem
houses.
to have the colors mixed up. So I know McDonald, which is
Record stands at 13.6
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse.
seconds.
We have Red House, which is Nahaiko, and we have Blue House, which is Dixon's house. So that's the 3 houses.
All right. So we heard there would have been some changes in and between with the houses and all that, but nevertheless, they are all
100 meters
packed
for
with
junior
athletes
girls.
and
With the starters,
yeah, they are running good. The few of them, they are. Yeah, that's the latest point standing.
again, this record was held by Bianca Duncan in 2003. So that's a little
Right,
while.
so
With
many
the
people
starters.
and so much breeze blowing, right? So we're going to give you the latest point standing.
Of
That's the
course.
latest point standing, but not current.
Not current, of course. That's before the 100 meters. All right, so let's take in the commentary.
Right,
The
so let's
100
see.
meters for junior girls.
Good for everybody. Red House in front, closely followed by another red, and the Chastity Men's is there in green, followed by Jalea. So that's unofficially.
Linda, tell us what do you make of this event,
So
junior girls?
unofficially,
Well, what I'm noticing
It's
is that
red
you
and
have
green,
some of
red.
in some of the events you have like one
it's
athlete
unofficial.
dominating the race, and then you have a cluster. I'm not sure if they're
So let's
settling
see.
for last. You have one person dominating for first, which is okay, and then you have a big cluster, the others settling for second, third, and fourth.
But what I've noticed is that the athletes tend to slow down just about, 5 meters from the finish line.
Well, I'm not sure if the athletes are actually, but they should be able to see clearly the folks at the finishing line, and they know who they are. The judges and also the timekeeper. Because if you notice that there are two finish lines at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. For those of you who are familiar with the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds, but of course you'll be able to see clearly,
So that was the completion of the junior girls.
where
So
the
it is
folks at the
actually
finish
red, red,
line.
green.
Where the finish line are.
It's the
Okay.
Jean
Yeah,
Jalea
you see, it's just to your right.
Good.
We have a finish line there.
Officially.
That's for the athletes in the 200 and
100 meters,
the
junior
400 along the
girls.
track there. Straight to
The
your
junior
right there.
boys,
Of course, I do understand the point
outer
that you're
lane
making,
one
but
is Jade
I'm
Joseph
thinking
of
it's
Greenhouse, Jamie
something
Matthews
of
of
comfort
Red House
where
in lane
the
2,
athletes figure,
Quaroni
okay,
Joseph
I'm in
of
front, so
Blue House in
I
lane
can
3,
slow down 'cause
Brendan
I'm already
McIntosh
ahead
of Greenhouse
the
is
second
4,
athlete.
5
Or
is
is it
supposed to be
a case
blue but it's
where-
still vacant.
I don't know, they're really
And
tired.
Amori McNeil.
Well, it could be
Red
a
House in
combination,
lane
but
six.
what athletes in particular have to realize,
So it is
the race
green,
is not
red,
over
blue, green,
until you cross
and
the finish
red.
line. You could
Record
only say that you
Jamal
win the
Allen
race
in
after you cross the
2016
finish
at the
line,
time.
because you have
time
instances
ago.
and cases where athletes will
10.66
cross athletes
seconds.
right on the finish line to
That's when the boys
to
have
win the
speed.
race there. So it's important that
let's
the
see.
coaches are supposed
100
to
meters for
encourage the
junior
athletes
boys,
to
and the
continue
witness
running
that.
until they cross the finish line. Even if you think you are in front and you may want to celebrate, yes, it's okay, but you still have to wait until you cross the finish line.
Of course, and I certainly hope that the coaches, the sports teachers are actually looking on and what's happening at the finish line here. Of course, let's take the opportunity to recognize our sponsors for bringing this this broadcast live. We say special thanks to Triple D's Pharmacy, Kashmir Cuisine and Catering Service. Shami is here. You can call her for your breakfast. Flow Grenada Limited, Paddy's Enterprise or Paddy's Hardware, Steamboat, Vaughn's A&E. You can call him on 443-777. Carriacou Building Supply.
All right, D&D Super
And
Center
they
will
are
continue with our list of
Scooter.
sponsors after the race.
There's only 3 athletes. Quaroni is there. Quaroni looks good. Look at Quaroni Joseph. Upright and... Wow.
In the first 2 races, Quaroni was wearing spikes. How it seemed like the spikes kept him back.
Yeah, the spikes slow him down.
Yeah.
Right, that's the junior boys. Oh,
That's the
Jamal
best of the junior
Allen.
boys.
Jamal
100
Allen
meters.
set that record in 2016, 10.66.
Jamal Ali.
I don't think that was fast enough to break that record. 10.66 is the record there? No, Jamal, I can safely say not even before
gonna see
getting
some records
the
tumble
information
today?
from the
Let's see,
the chief timer. Your
Is
record
there
is safe.
something with the food that they're eating
10.66.
now, or-
I don't think that is even close.
To me,
But Linda,
those
forgive me
guys
for
had
my comments
speed.
here on this. The athlete seems to
And
be,
those guys have
his stride
competition.
is somewhat different
had to have
from what
speed.
we see in today. It's just different.
Right, so inside of Bishop's College Interhouse Sports Meet for 2024 as they celebrate 60 years of educational progress and
I'm not sure.
60 years of excellence, shaping futures.
Right. Well, you know,
Legacy of excellence.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. His style is
senior
unique and
girls are with the starters.
okay, we'll get back to right. Okay, we'll get in some
Good.
indication.
So we're standing by for
Outer
junior,
lane one.
senior
Senior
girls.
girls. That's the senior girls.
Yes. And that record in the year 2013, Duana
Shyla John
Kojo,
of Greenhouse.
13.09 seconds. Duana Kojo, 13.09 seconds there for the senior girls. So we'll see
of
if
Blue House.
right. So we'll see if that record will
Vincent
be
Bernard
if,
of
someone will break that record.
Red House, sorry. And Lane 6, Kirin Clement.
Of course, we
Hailing
encourage you to
from
share the live. Of
the
course, we're
High
bringing a live
Coast
broadcast
of
via
Red
Sisters
House.
Radio and Explo
The record
Carriacou
here
and the Pity
is
Matic.
held
Share the
by
live.
Duana
Tell a
Kojo
friend.
in
We are live from
2013,
Hillsborough Recreation
and
Grounds
the time
right here in
stands at
Carriacou.
13.09 seconds.
All right, so those of you who might be leaving work at this time, yeah, don't rush home. Try and get over to the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. Lots of excitement here, and the best is yet to come. We'll have all the relays and so on. We have the 400 meters still to run. Excitement, excitement, excitement. So hey, those of you who are close, those of you who are getting there, still feel free to come down to the Hillsborough Recreation Ground. We are witnessing Bishop's College Interhouse Sports Meet for 2024. We know because of work and other circumstances, some of you may not have been here earlier on, but we'll give you a recap as to what you would have been missing or what you would have missed earlier on. We'll give you that in the process, but we're standing by for the senior girls. They are with the starter. They are called to the mark position, and momentarily they will be running.
And they're off. 100 meters for senior girls. Shyla is there, Portia is there, Shyla is Portia, Shyla is Portia. Let's see. So from my vantage point, it's like Shyla, Portia. St. Bernard it seems like, and Katie is just jogging home. So let's see.
Joining live. We say special good evening to you, and of course continue to share the live.
Green, red. Green, blue, sorry.
Right, so yeah, all the folks who are just joining in. Good morning. Not good morning. It's afternoon. Yeah. It's afternoon. It's wonderful day for sports. Right, we're standing by for the 100 meters for the senior boys. Impressive running by
Greenhouse.
Some of the athletes. We are seeing some of the athletes tiring, but understandably so, because it's house sports, and a lot of them may have to just run to make up points for their house and so on. Mr. Scott been following as per usual, so hot take again. You left us on what note? What note you left us on earlier on? We were talking about quite a lot, but you had to run off to get the medal presentation out of the way and all that. And you're back, and I'm certain you witnessed a few things. What did you pick up on the ground while you were there? All right, I know you left us momentarily to go and organize the athletes for the medal presentation. Talk to us. What did you miss? Not what did you miss actually. What did you pick up on the ground while you were out there?
Yeah, that I believe that the spectators are enjoying this afternoon's event. As you are aware that we celebrating 60 years of shaping futures, a legacy of excellence, Bishop's College, and we would have a year-long activities in celebration and in commemoration of our 60th anniversary. On the grounds, a lot of our past students are coming forward, sponsoring events, sponsoring races, making their sponsorship and contributions to Bishop's College. And we appreciate that very much. And we're asking persons in the social media who are hearing my voice now, past students especially, if you feel moved to sponsor or contribute towards the 60th anniversary, you are more than welcome, and we appreciate it very much.
Right, so we've been hearing a lot about the 60th anniversary, and I know later on in the program you have some special 60 meters coming up. Talk to us about those 60 meters.
So today we expected to have the 60 meters invitational race from the primary schools. We are not sure how that would come out as yet, because most of the primary school athletes are on the grounds, and it's just to coordinate it and get it off. Additionally, we have two sponsored races. The male past student race, all boys race, 60 meters, is sponsored by Mr. Roll Patterson, a past student of Bishop's College, and the females are sponsored by Kamal Alexis. He is sponsoring the female 60 meters, all girls, so to speak, event. And that should be just before the relay, in broad daylight when everybody could see. Of of course.
Right. How difficult it was for the school to attract sponsors. We know quite a lot of things been happening. We have other schools with sports. We just come from Carnival and other activities taking place. All right, don't answer yet. Let's take in the race and then we're going to answer that. 100 meters for the senior boys. They are called to the mark. Well, it's a false start. It's a false start.
Sulan 1, John Jones.
Right, so
in two,
they
Randy
are
Jones,
recalled,
applause.
so to
In
speak.
three,
So
Green
momentarily
Andrew,
we'll get back.
Chicken, Noah,
Yeah,
Matthew.
after we take that
So
race,
Greenhouse
it
and
will be.
Redhouse.
Is that Jones? Is that Randy in that race again? I think Randy is there.
Mr. Steele, yes. Those people
I'm
by the starter
seeing
there.
Randy again. All right, so
Move back.
we'll get back to our little chit chat
That
with
person in the
Scott
black
in a
pants, let him
bit.
move back to.
Right, so we're getting ready for the start of the 100 meters for senior boys, and following the senior boys, we'll have a medal presentation. Right, and then we're gonna continue right here. But of course, we are enjoying sports right here at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. This is Bishop's College Inter-House Sports Meet. The 100 meters for the senior boys. They are called to the mark position. Momentarily, they will be running. They are with the start now. It is
And
good.
they're off and it's
they are running.
good. Let's see. It is Randy Jones. Yamtika.
And of course, that is keenly condemned by Andrew Alexis and Jahim Tika. Randy Jones again. And John Jones is also in that event.
So we have a medal presentation at this point.
All right, so that was the completion of the the 100 meters senior boys, and the senior boys race is a race that always creates some excitement and a keen rivalry and all that, and that race that we just saw there, no exception at all. All right, so Miss Scott is still here. Do you have to leave us again for the medal presentation? Okay, so now, right. So those of you who are listening to us, continue to listen. You are not really missing anything on the ground. Nothing is happening here at the moment. We'll have a medal presentation in a while, and then we'll have the 400 meters for all the different categories.
And that's the medal presentation for all the 100 meters event that was done here today.
Right, we were talking about all the past students and their contribution to the school, the 60th anniversary. Ms. Scott, you'll have to highlight some of the activities and the events that will be coming up for the 60th anniversary.
All right, because I don't have my record here, I would share the next major event of the 60th anniversary, and that would be the Mr. and Mistress BC coming up at the end of May, early June this year.
So what does it entail, Mr. and Miss BC? Give us some more details.
That's a pageant show, right, where we would crown the Mr. BC for the 60th anniversary. We've had that show a couple of years before, but probably for the last 10 years we didn't put on that show. So we are bringing back that show this year for sure, bigger and better.
I thought you were going to have over 60 or something of the sort.
I'm waiting for presidents like you, Linton, to organize that. All that could work.
Okay. Yeah.
We still have to toy with the idea and see how we come up with the best product for the show.
You know, you talk about an institution in existence for 60 plus years. You passed through the institution. You been there, through it all. Talk to us about your experience being in the school.
Well, I don't know myself outside of Bishop's College, so to speak. My entire life basically surrounded Bishop's College. I started Bishop's College as a student in 1992, graduated in 1997. I started teaching at Bishop's College in 2000. I moved on for a while. For a while and then returned back in 2005, and I've been there since then again. And of course, Bishop's College is where I learned to live. I grew at Bishop's College, and I'm so proud of my alma mater. Bishop's College is Bishop's College for me. It teaches me, it taught me everything that I probably know and who I am today.
Right, and Bishop's College would have shaped the lives and minds of quite a lot of people. You have people in all institutions, all over the place. And once you talk to them, yeah, they are a past student of Bishop's College, you know, and being in the institution celebrating 6 years. How does that make you feel? You know, as you mentioned, being a teacher at the school now and knowing, you know, you've been there and all that for so long. Right, right, exactly. Right, no, we were just continuing our conversation here with been there, you know, as you mentioned, okay, I would excuse you again. Yeah, I know we want to get the sports out and running. Ms. Scott have to leave us again to organize for the medal presentation, right, because of course we want to make sure that the race can run off smoothly and all that. All right, so right, so those of you are not really missing anything at the moment. We're standing by for a medal presentation, right, and following the medal presentation, we'll have some more of the races going down right here. All right, so folks who are home, you still have some time. You can come on down to the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds and see what's happening here. Some excitement, as you heard from Ms. Scott. We still have some special races to run off, and we have the excitement with all the relays, and all that there. So we have some medal presentation that's going on for all the 100 meters.
Of Blue House.
They are receiving the medals.
Second place, Montisha St. Bernard of Greenhouse. And first place is Kayla Allen of Blue House. So Kayla is collecting for herself now, and she had collected for Khadija Frank earlier. Ulans. Move on to the sub-junior boys. The third place, Dijon Joseph of Greenhouse. Dijon third boy. Second place, Jodel Simon of Red House. And first place, Victor McIntosh of Red House. Victor, that's your year, boy. So sub-junior boys, 100 meters. Red House 1 and 2 and 3, Greenhouse. Up. We move to the junior girls. Third place, Chastity Men's of Greenhouse. So Shyla would collect on our behalf because we... Second place, Jalea Stewart of Red House. And first place, Johnny Brown of Red House. Right, we move to the junior boys. Amori McNeil, third place of Red House. Second place, Jamie Matthews of Red House also. And first place, Kwaruni Joseph of Blue House. So Yaim is going to collect on behalf of Amori. Senior girls, third place, Diane St. Bernard of Red House. Second place, Portia Samuel of Blue House. first place, Shyla John of Greenhouse. We move to the senior boys. Right, so senior boys, third place, Andrew Alexis. Second place, Jaime Tika, Red House. And first place is Randy Jones, Blue House. And that record was held by Tyler Stafford since 2010. That when I used to feed him good and he running good. And if Tyler could run 15 seconds, now 20 seconds. He run 10, 8, 5. So ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for the 400s. What are we going to? Well, not like that, but.
Test.
So Mr. DJ.
Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. You know, it's Bishop's College Inter-House Sports Meet. No action on the track at the moment, but of course we continue to talk to all the athletes who are excelling, those who would have excelled. And we are now being joined by Mr. Jones, Randy Jones, so a senior boy, outstanding senior boy. We would have seen Randy running the 60 meters, the 100 meters, the 200 meters. Randy, good afternoon to you, and welcome to the airways of the Sister Radio and also Explore Carriacou and Pitimat.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here.
It's a pleasure. Tell me how you're feeling. You know, you've been in Bishop's College Sports this year, and you are running quite nicely. And are you happy about your accomplishments so far?
Yes, so I'm very happy what I did, because last year I didn't come so strong, but this year I really proved myself this year.
Talk to us about your preparation for the games this year.
This year I'm looking to make it for Carriacou. I went down for, let me see, last month for Carriacou trials, and I did very good. I come first in long jump and them kind of stuff.
All right, and well, we know in 2024 there isn't any intersect games against right. We know no intersect, so you won't be competing against your compatriots from Hillsborough Secondary School. Is that disappointing news to you for this year?
That's very disappointing. I was hoping to have it this year very much, and I was hoping to break some records for intersect this year, but sadly did not happen. So I'm hoping for next year we'll have it.
All right, I'm certain you would have witnessed Hillsborough Secondary School games last year. Any of the persons, the men in the senior category that you feel you could run against and at least win them?
Nah, this year I ain't see nobody in secondary who could beat me this year, but I miss Joel Clement. He was my rival since from primary school, and if he was here, I would have a lot of competition. If he was
All right,
here.
let's talk a little bit about the Carriacou games. We know Carriacou games will be held in Grenada in the next couple of weeks or so. Will you be going down to participate there?
Hopefully, I ain't hear my results yet because I went for trials and they didn't say if I make it or I make it yet. So I'm hoping they'll say I'll make it and I'll run for Carriacou this year.
So in your opinion, how you think you did? You think you qualify? You would have met the standard for Carriacou?
Yes, I did very well. I hope so, but it depends on what they said, you know.
All right, so we know you have Intercall coming up, and then you have, well, as you mentioned, the Carriacou games.
Yeah.
So if you are successful in the Carriacou, what can we expect from Randy Jones?
I'm hoping for gold medals and records to be broken, and I will thank my coach and teachers and them for training me and helping me make it so far in the sports.
All right, what other events you have to run here this afternoon?
The 400 and 4x1 and 4x4.
What can we expect from you in those races?
It's a team race, so I cannot say that I will win, but I will hopeful for my team to do the best and will win.
All right, Randy, we want to thank you. All the best to you in the rest of the games, and all the best to you also in Intercall and the Carriacou games in Grenada. All the best to you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, folks, so we've been speaking there with Randy Jones there, right? Very strong athletes, very disciplined and articulate athletes here, right? And he's been running quite well for his house there. That's a Blue House in the competition here. We know it's Bishop's College Sports for 2024. Those of you who are maybe just listening to us but not viewing, you are not really missing anything at the moment. We just had a nice interesting conversation there with Randy. You know, he mentioned that he's gonna get ready for the Intercall games, and then he's gonna get ready for the Carriacou game. Hopefully that he will make the team for Team Grenada for Carriacou in the next couple of weeks.
Of course, Lendo, Randy Jones has been an athlete I've been tracking for the past couple of years. I don't know if you recall at the sub-junior category when he was much younger. He ran a very, very fast race. And at the finish line, maybe just about 5 or so 6 meters, he stopped and he was like sort of calling the athletes to join him. I don't know if you would have remembered that to have that discussion with him, if you would have transcended from that junior stage now.
No, I didn't bring it in the discussion, but I remember what you're talking about there. Right. But I like his strategy. I like his approach to all what is happening. He take the sport athletics quite seriously, and of course with that attitude, you can get far. So I hope he won't lose focus on what he intends to achieve, what he intended to achieve here.
If I might say, Randy came from a family with sort of a sporting background. We talk about Pastora Jones.
Yeah, the very said Pastora who we recognize on the live there, Pastora, yes.
Right. Even his father, Godfrey Jones, who is in fact OECS boxing champion. Godfrey Jones.
I know Godfrey as a boxer. I know, right? So
yes. So it's just in the sporting arena. You know, it's a wealth of sporting experience.
The Magic is living for 7:30 for the latest. So pretty much people organize yourself. You have a time to enjoy yourself. 7:30 for the latest.
Okay,
right.
So they have some time. Okay, that's good. That's a
right.
public announcement. The Magic is living.
But I think we're going on schedule, so that should not really affect them from really missing anything. I could recall last week Hillsborough Secondary finished just a little after 7, which just in time to catch the Magic. So this shouldn't affect them by any way.
Right, that's good. We are seeing the athletes for the 400 meters. They are already getting themselves organized. Remember, we have the past student races, the girls and the boys, as Ms. Scott would have mentioned the special that is coming. But of course, Pamela is going to give us an idea. We must say thanks to all our sponsors, the sponsors who afforded us the opportunity to bring live coverage here on the grounds today.
All right, we want to recognize Flow Grenada Limited.
All of these: Kieran Roberts, Clinton Hamilton, Javi Allen, Tyler Stafford running out of lane 6. These are the old boys registered for the event. Jed McNeil, 60 meters, $200 up for grabs. Dickwan Alves, Ronel Allen, Nico B. John. And for the females, Kina Thomas, Kimberly Kwashi, Rene Lewis, Stacy Bido used to run too, you know. Akeda Stafford. I remember when Akeda tried the 100 meters. She just tried.
Dion Noel. Billy Blue.
Billy Blue. The starter is waiting for you guys. Stefan Brown, Kobe Gay, Zane McFarlane, Jen McNeil, Javi Allen. While we try to give our athletes a rest, we want
so
to
that's
pull up
$200. He may have to go back with it.
All boys race.
Old boys race is coming up. You know, I used to love the old boys race. Old boys race.
Yeah. You said you left Bishop College about what?
Well, I actually graduated in 1989.
1989.
That would give you an idea as to how old I am.
No, I realize you're not growing any hair. That would tell, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not sure if that would tell. I know.
Hey, Bessie. Okay, guys, so the folks on the live, it's just a little laughter for you. Right, so we're getting ready for sub-junior 400 shortly. All right, so it seems like we'll be running off the old boys race, and I think there is a cash prize for this one. Wow. So the names, let's take the commentary on the grounds.
$100 first place.
What's the event?
$200
It's 100 meters
first,
for
second,
old
and
boys.
third. You also have a chance to receive a 60th anniversary medal
McFarlane,
to keep in your
Allen,
wardrobe.
Javi Allen,
and someone else.
All right. Well, I am seeing Zane. I'm seeing Stefan.
And I'll tell you what, considering all the names have been called, I think it's a perfect opportunity for you to put the microphone down. Basie, let's do this. Let's give Linton a chance to go back on the tracks.
No.
That's okay. Basie's gonna take over.
No, if you notice, listen.
1989, that was the year of Sharon Fortune.
Right, but you see that, so there's old and old boys.
Well, I don't
so
know.
what is happening now? That's just the old. There's a category for the old.
The names called, they did not graduate the same year. Different. That's
young. You see, they didn't say older boys. Clinton Hamilton should not be there.
Basie, I am going to now relieve Linton of his duties. You join me up front. And Linton.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't come with my running attire.
Where's the ground MC? Let's call Linton Lendo.
But no, you see, I didn't come with my running attire. Because I came primarily to be on.
Since you graduated since 1989, those days we didn't have spikes in Carriacou. We run barefoot.
Exactly. So that's
Are you referring to your trousers or your boxer
well,
shorts?
everything. But you realize the guys who are if you look on the far side of the track, you would see the guys they are putting on their spikes. So that's to tell you that's the guys in the more recent time. That's the young old boys.
So it's not the older
That's
boys.
not the old boys. That's the young old boys.
All right. So from my vantage point, I see Zayn McFarlane there dressed in white and red. I see Clinton Hamilton dressed in blue and black. And I see Dequan Alves dressed in white. And is that gray?
I'm not seeing the others. I'm not seeing the like
Yes.
of Billy Blue and the other men, the other boys who are old boys, so to speak. I'm not seeing those.
So in this case, it's going to be
So it's 100
rather than
Yeah,
60.
I want to believe the 60 meters would have been a little bit too short for them.
And Lendo, I'm expecting all the lanes to be filled in this particular event. The first place would receive.
Okay, actually they just made it. It's 60 meters. It's 60.
Oh, no,
so they're
that's-
actually finishing right in front of us.
Oh,
they are
okay,
not
okay,
going
okay.
down to the bottom. So it's 60 meters.
Right. And of course, as we said, 60 is the number of the day in commemoration of the
60th anniversary of the school.
Right. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 athletes there.
Is it 5? There's a gentleman in black. I'm not sure. That's Nicoby. That's Nicoby. Nicoby, it seems.
Nicoby John.
Not John. It can't be John. I don't think it's Nicoby John.
I think I probably have to start for this.
Nicoby.
Hold-
No, because Nicoby is not standing up there. Nicoby was somewhere in the back.
Well, Rena Mills, you didn't sing your voice all day. Say good evening to the folks on the live.
Good morning, good hello, Sherman. Them give me plenty work to do, but that's okay. Let us sit down and talk. It's all right.
You have to say hello, hi. That's a greeting.
Oh, hello, hi. That is the greeting. Share the life, share the life, share the life. That is it. Bye.
Right. So, Linda, let's see who else we have on the live locked on. On the live, whether you're from England, America, Canada, Egypt, wherever, we say good evening or good morning to you. Right, just a recap of the points, latest point standing again.
Well, the thing is, Red House is up front by 600 and something. We didn't get the exact points. She will have to do a recap for us.
Right, so I see Ron Derrick joining the athletes up there. So I see Ron Derrick, I said Dequan Alves, I see Clinton Hamilton, I see McFarlane. What's his name? Is that Jed McNeil? This is the younger boys. This is not actually
Well, that's
old
the
boys.
point. That's what I was telling you. That's the guys who just. That's the guys who left school recently.
Just about 5 years ago.
Yeah, not the guys who left school in 1989 or 1990. No.
Okay.
Right, that's the old boys, not the
We
older
stand
boys.
corrected,
Yet.
we stand
Kwamina, we have to. All right, so we have to recognize some of the folks there. I noticed somebody was talking something about Latoya. Was it the same Latoya we were talking about?
A page from Mara still to report to the competitors.
All right, we'll get back to that one in a
I
little
saw
bit.
Petrina Compton, we say good evening to you. Lynette Alexis, we say good evening. Did I hear Daddy Cream? Hold on.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not running. He's just close to
The starting point, where is he?
No, he's with Sergio Scott. He's a Scott in the middle of the field, but he's not running. I don't think he's in condition to run. Yeah.
And you do realize this event actually created some much excitement on the tracks, on the field right now.
This is not a tryout race. Get a new max.
Right.
All right, but I hope we don't waste too much time trying to get this race out of the ground and lose focus on why we are here. Remember, this is just an exhibition race, and already.
But what I do notice, the crowd, the participation, the anticipation has doubled. And everybody with their phones, because this is going to be very, very interesting and exciting.
Well, we also have the girls, the old girls coming up, and I'm seeing the like of Patricia McNeil. Right, so Lynette, you'll be happy to know that Patricia will be representing you on the tracks here. All right, Patricia. Right, so I just saw Lynette McNeil on the live. Yeah, Lynette is here.
I see
right,
Ariel Lendo is also on the live. Petrina Compton. Yeah, Lynette Alexis is there. Maria Aben, of course, Latoya Olivier is also on the live.
Is it the same Latoya we were talking about? The same Latoya?
Yes. Right, so I think we already set and good to go. Time check, please. Eastern Caribbean time, let's see. It's just about 12 minutes to the hour of 5 o'clock Eastern Caribbean time. 60-meter dash.
All right, and you realize what is happening there now?
All eyes on the tracks. Wow. So the money, the cash prize is going up.
You just keep going.
Yes. Wow. Did you hear that?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. But then you could have just given me the $60.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So we would have a problem.
Wow.
So there are 2, 4, 6, 5 athletes.
No, Miss Mills, I hope you get a caption of the lineup of the 100-meter track. So the 60-meter track. All the spectators are lined up. Make sure we get a nice view of that. We want to make sure the viewers on the live Explore Carriacou and Pidiman, they get a complete view of the entire tracks before the start of this event.
All right, so
$100 more sponsored by Jason Gossett.
Wow.
On the winner.
The prize, the monies is going up. They're running for cash. They're going straight to the bank. I think my calculation would show a little over $300 for the first place.
All right, the past students are getting upset. They say categorize it.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
The thing has changed now.
Well, exactly.
In your mind, you're thinking of old boys, older boys, and the old boys. Now we're saying 30 and over.
So we're categorizing it.
So therefore, you must have been a student who would have graduated from Bishop College over 10, 15. Let me see. 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You leave is Bishop College maybe at 16, 17. So therefore, 15 years. Fair enough, 14 years.
Well, basically, once you over 30.
So 30 and over. All right, so it's good. Let's see.
Something is happening, and is that Zayn? Right. So that was an easy task for Zayn. That was too easy. That was too short.
This was too quick.
Yeah.
No.
It was
Put it
too
this
quick.
way. I am disappointed.
It was too quick.
I'm disappointed. I mean, I was expecting this to be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah. We'd like a replay, please.
All right. And is it a drizzle? Yeah, it was quick. And right. And interestingly, because I would have seen Zayn on a regular basis at this very said field. You know,
They
just
want a replay. They want a replay. 60 meters, all girls.
All right, so the boys just completed, and of course we'll have the obviously we'll have the girls. Patricia McNeil is heading out up there. I noticed Louise, Louis Joseph.
Did you say
Somebody
Louis
else?
Joseph?
60 meters, all girls. Gemma Patrice.
Stand to be corrected. Patricia McNeil.
Well, I'm seeing Patricia. They
The
call
other
Louis,
athletes?
but Louis is walking on the opposite side of the starting line. All right, so I'm not sure who else is gonna be running for the old girls. I noticed only Patricia McNeil in the on the starting line there. Maria Aben is saying blue all the way. Maria, were you a past student of Bishop's College? Right, she will have to respond. Right, I know Pastora was a past student of Hillsborough Secondary School.
All girls rest.
Is it Cali? Pedro? Is it Cali?
Cali Pedro.
She's waiting
Patricia
for the
McNeil is there. Niran Gabriel.
to blow you all out.
Oh,
All girls.
All right, so Kisha Noel is there watching with us as well. Right, Chantel Fortune is here. Right, right. I noticed Silma Alexander is saying go red, go. All right, I remember Silma Alexander, past student from Bishop's College. You know,
Keisha Noel is also there.
Yes.
Brown Sugar Knights is there.
You know, Silma actually participated in intercall games in Grenada, right?
Silma?
Yes, Silma Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does this name sound familiar, Kamal?
Well, Kamal is a sponsor of this particular
right,
event.
and Kamal Mara is Silma Alexander.
Wow.
That's the connection.
I'm learning a lot today.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right, on the far side, the lineup looks good. It's Patricia McNeil. It seems like Angie Maturin. No, we got to differentiate now. I'm seeing a junior athlete there. Some of the records on this book this evening. Thomas, Keena Thomas. Who's that? Who's that in red?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be good.
I'm not sure. Kwamina, you know, we've been talking about Latoya Oliver. Now, Latoya is somewhere in the northern part of Africa. Latoya is in North Africa.
She's in Chile?
Well, somewhere in North Africa. Right, but, well, she said in the
Latoya,
north.
please bring some clarity to this, because Lendo will be on and on and on about it. Tell us where you're at right now.
Are you in Egypt or are you in North Africa? Where exactly you at?
If she's in Egypt, she's in Asia, not North America.
Well, she said she's in North Africa.
North Africa?
Yes.
Where's North Africa?
I don't know, North Africa.
The African continent starts from, well, let's say Guyana go down, but Guyana is part of the Caribbean. So Guyana, Chile, Venezuela go down. That is African continent. The north of that would be the Asian continent.
Look, no, we are close to Hillsborough Secondary School. Let's just run in the school and see if we can get an atlas so we can find.
All right, let's go on the grounds. The race is about to begin.
Kimberly Kwashi, Len 4.
Rena Mills, any favorite in this one? Who you think is going to be the winner?
Rena Mills, of course.
My money is on Angie Maturin.
She's a netballer.
Oh, she's not good at running. She could only throw balls.
I think she might come last.
Well, she's doing it for the school. Of course, we're celebrating 60 years.
For the fun of it.
Right. Patricia is also a showgirl. Just vary. What you got to get? Can you zoom in on Patricia up there? Just vary. What stretch and make thing up there? Like, you know, something happening.
I put in Angie. But I think she might come.
I think Keena is going to win.
Yeah.
She set
Maybe Patricia.
at a sub-junior age. She set all the records from the 200, the 60 meter, the 100 meters. I think that was about a couple of years ago, maybe 2015.
And she might just take a chewing and wave it.
Well, it's all entertainment here. This is all fun.
She's used to doing that. I love her for that.
I'm missing somebody.
Lisa is right over there.
Lisa, where you at?
She's right over there. Look.
You know, the excitement is building. The excitement is building here as we get ready for the old girls, or should we just say the past students of Bishop's College. You know, Bishop's College is actually celebrating.
Bishop's College is having an event.
Showers of blessing. If you're on the live, you'll realize that a lot of the people are actually. Moving. Right, it's just showers of blessings. No, showers of blessing right here on the ground. Right, so yeah, we're just getting some showers of blessings right here on the grounds.
Put it this way, ain't no rain stopping this event from running off. See nobody and moving? We're gonna go. Make sure that.
Kevin, the mic can walk in.
All right.
So we have Maya Salandana going to be lane 5.
Well,
Perfect.
We have a Caucasian lady joining. I don't know. Is she a past student of Bishop College as well?
She attended Bishop's College in 2003.
Okay, correction, 2003. That was the year before Hurricane Ivan.
60 meters.
Wow. Rena, I think we need to get a camera up there, you know. I want to see what's happening.
Yeah, I think you can grab one of the cameras and head on out. Bye.
We are live on Explo, Carriacou, and Pitimonik. Continue to share the live. Let me go over to Master Control. Basically, how are you doing this evening?
Great. Tired, but great.
You could see?
I'm seeing everything from this angle.
Wait.
All right, so it's off. Let's see.
All girls rest. Kina, Nariba, Patricia, Kimberly. Hey, why? Nariba, when you consider.
Unofficially, Lendo, I cannot say it was kind of close.
Well,
Maya, how much you got?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was actually trying to.
Maya, come third.
Yeah, well, with all the excitement, it was expected, it was anticipated that would happen. It would have been interesting if we could get the winner of the old boys and the old girls race, so we could have a nice little chit chat. Yeah, but it's interesting. Guangouche never run in that race.
And it's rain now.
All right, it's just passing.
It's just rain.
All right, the winner of the old boys race, if we can have a little chit chat with the old boy and the old girl. Who won the old girl race? Kina, was it Kina?
I don't know.
Kina?
Miss Scott, we have the official result of the old girls. Kina?
We would want to speak. We would want
Kill
to
this
speak.
man. Kill this man. He can't come out. He can't turn out. Kill this man.
Right. So
well.
Okay. So should we say a sharp drizzle is But hear this. Hear this. You remember we talk about Shem.
Yes, I'm here.
Right, so we talk about KOMG production at one point. All right?
KOMG production,
that?
yes,
now,
he's here.
KOMG is on the ground with us too. And interestingly, he gonna try to run away from me because I always try to figure out what the O in the KOMG stands for.
Well, what I do know, you received the special award for the best agricultural story.
Good. So, but right. So that being said, we must say congratulations to right for the best agriculture, the best agriculture story.
I can say woo!
Did you say the best agriculture story?
Yes, it was the best agriculture story.
All right. Well, how did it? Well, it's past tense, so we had to go past tense. How did it felt getting the award for the best agriculture story?
Initially, when the award was announced, it came as a surprise to me because I wasn't because I wasn't really, sure. I wasn't expecting anything. But when the results came out on the night, I wasn't able to make it. So when I was looking at the awards and I saw, it came as a surprise.
All right, and you remember the story that captured the judges?
It was from Pitimonik. We had a women group in Pitimonik. They were doing an aquaponics project. They get some funding and they began to do, and they were doing the project. So that is what I submitted and won the award.
And sometimes we realize that people don't get the kind of recognition that they should get when they're doing them kind of maybe being that profession. How did you feel? I mean, was it the first time you got an award to that effect?
It was my first time getting an award from the Media Workers Association, so it kind of feels good knowing that I'm from Carriacou, so it felt well good.
Okay, because again, some people may say, okay, well, we are doing this, but not necessarily for the fame and all that. And I mean, knowing you always be behind the scene, just making sure things happen and making sure that the information get out there. How long have you been in the business?
Let me see, maybe actually started, I think maybe 2016. But I think I was around before that. But actually doing my own thing, it was about 2016.
All right, and since you started, you had any regrets? Was that what you wanted to be? I mean, being in the media and all that for as long as?
I mean, at one point I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but since I fell in love with a camera, and I got to understand and doing a little bit of editing now and then, I kind of fell in love with it.
And I realize you have a state-of-the-art camera. Right, but of course you've been doing something great, and the people of Carriacou, Pidimatnik, and everybody on the live, I'm certain we are proud of you, and we are encouraging you to continue to do what you do to make sure that Carriacou, Grenada, Pidimatnik, and everybody on the map continue to do what you're doing there.
Thank you very much. It's all about highlighting Carriacou and Pidimatnik.
That's the idea. That's the idea. All right, so folks, Kendall, right? So he got the award.
I want to say big up yourself, Kendall. Can I?
You want to big up yourself?
Big up yourself, Kendall, your whole self. High five. You're great.
So am I going to get a high five too?
Of course, you're the man. Nice. And
all right, folks. So right, so we've been speaking there with Kendall.
Who is taking
Kendall
this?
just got
the Oh, it's me. Hello. Good day to everyone on the live. It is Rena Mills, and I am on master control. I am putting Basie outside. I'm putting Linton outside. Shem as well. Oh, I am live on Sister House Radio.
Yes, you are. Yeah, but interestingly, as you are at it now, I want you to talk to the people. I know we have a tourism stakeholders meeting coming up. I want you to talk to us about that stakeholders meeting that you have coming up next week.
Oh, of course. This coming Monday, my CEO, Petra Roach, and my chairman, Mr. Randall Dolan, they would be in Carriacou to have a stakeholders meeting, which will take place at Hotel Lorena Conference Room at 10:30 a.m. on Monday, God's will. So to those of you who has a tourism business, and not even a tourism business, right? Because why? We always say tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, tourism is everybody's business. Tourism is connected because everyone directly or indirectly is involved in the tourism business. So we inviting everyone to come to this meeting at 10:30 a.m. on Monday, God's will.
All right. Well, we'll talk a little bit more, and I was hoping that that Petra and also Randall would have been here, but unfortunately not here. But we're gonna talk to them a little bit later on. We're getting ready to go back on the track for some more race. I think we have the 800 meter. Is it the 800? Is it the 800 meters? 800. Right, the 800. All right, I don't know
What is good to know is that lane 1 and 3 is red, lane 2 and 6 is green.
So that's the 800 meters for sub-junior girls, it's him?
So the athletes may change lane based on the house, but that's good there.
All right, folks, so we're standing by for the 800 meters. The sub-junior girls, they are with the starters, and momentarily they will be running. It's Bishop's College Sports. Right. So it's Bishop's College Sports for 2020.
As you were told,
no, so that's the 400 meters. It's 400 meters, not the 800 meters. Right?
So the 80 is all gone, so the 400 meters, which means 2 laps around the park.
2 laps around the track. Right, but what we'll try to do when we get a break, we'll be able to speak with the old boy winner and also the old girls. So somebody will be able to bring them up to us so we can have a little chit chat to find out the whole preparation and readiness for today's game. So we're standing by 400 meter sub-junior girls.
2 laps in your lane. We're asking you on the line close to me, please go back a bit.
Right, of course, Linda, we must commend the officials. I want to believe the officials been doing a fantastic job so far, dressed in the white t-shirt, blue marking, in commemoration of Bishop College's 60th anniversary of independence. So kudos to the officials doing a great job for 2024. It's the Bishop College Interhouse Sports Meet. So folks, it's not too late to join us at the park. Of course, continue to shed live. Of course, we're live on Explore Carriacou and Pidimatnik. We are live also on Sister House Radio. So the folks in the diaspora locked on, we say special good evening or good morning in some cases to you wherever you're locked on. So we stand by for the sub-junior girls 400 meters, 2 laps around the park. Lane 1, red house, lane 2, green house, lane 3, red house, lane 4, blue house, lane 5, blue house, and lane 6, green house. So it's going to be 2 laps around the park.
You know, interestingly, the record for that event is 1 minute and 3 seconds. right? The record set in 2017 by Keena Thomas.
Right, so Keena is actually the winner of the all girls race that we just saw a while ago. So she's actually the winner.
One spiking.
And of course we say goodbye to SVGA or Grenadine Alliance.
Right, so it's the final flight out of Carriacou. They're heading up to St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, of course.
They're heading up to St. Vincent until tomorrow morning. They'll be back here with us.
Yes. And of course, happy am I to tell you the many ways that you can enter this beautiful 13 square mile island. You can enter via Dolly-C. We have Tyrrell Bay Express. We also have the Osprey shuttle and also the crossing. And we have SVGA or Grenadines Alliance. Carriacou.
So we need
the plane is actually a vessel or a boat.
Begging for the help.
So we have two vessels.
On your mark.
That's the Magic and also MV Paradox. So we're standing by for sub-junior 400 meters.
Set.
400 meters for sub-junior girls. Pretty slow start, 2 laps in your lane. So St. Bernard is out front and she is stamping the authority saying that when you're out, you stay out. So they're coming to complete the first lap. One more lap. And the mother is on the line cheering on. There's something impediment. Maybe they let us in the back. So there is the race out front and there is the other race. So there is clearly 2 races going on here. One out front with St. Bernard and the other race in the back. So it's Montisha St. Bernard. When she out, you stay out. And it's Frank there. So Montisha is home. Frank is coming more challenging strongly by red. So it's green, blue, red, red, green, and blue. So that was the completion of the 400 meter for sub-junior girls. We get ready for the 400 meter sub-junior boys.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was the first 400 meters for this evening, 400 meters for sub-junior girls. I think we have, let's give you the record information here.
That is for sub-junior boys.
All right, so the 400 meter sub-junior girls, 1 minute and 3 seconds, a record held set by Keena Thomas in 2017. So we have to await the time for that particular. But judged by judging again, pretty slow race. So I don't think they will threaten the record in any way at all.
Well, someone said to me it's the influx of transportation on the island, because the transportation back then and now was doubled or tripled in some cases. So maybe the athletes or the students need to walk home from school.
Yeah, but you're not really seeing the whole aggressiveness in some of the athletes. You know, whenever you're running, it should mean something to you. You want something and you want it bad, and you have to run to get it. It's not something that is ready-made and then you just go and pick. You know, you have to and you should work for that.
And of course, as you rightly said, this is just a springboard for the next event to come, which is, well, we don't have an inter-secondary here, but we have inter-call in Grenada.
I know we also have the Carriacou. In fact, interestingly, tomorrow and Sunday will be the national champs in Grenada, and what we have some of the athletes from Carriacou here going down to the national champs. We also have some of the athletes from Carriacou and Pidi Martini going down for the under-19 cricket in Grenada as well. Some of them are going down tomorrow because they are participating in the sports here today. So some of them are leaving the island tomorrow to go down.
Of course, if I may say, I see about 3 or 4 athletes after the first 400 meters falling to the ground. We have the medics taking them off the tracks. I don't know, the endurance is not there, that stamina. is not there. So I don't know what's happening.
Right, I'm seeing, is that Zain? That's Alaka Zain, the winner of the old boys race. Okay, so we're gonna grab him. We're gonna grab him here. But yeah, going back to the point there, the fitness and the endurance of the athletes, it is somewhat lacking. Right, it is somewhat lacking, and we're encouraging the athletes, even if the school doesn't have a sports program. Right, you know, you want to be an athlete, you want to be your best, the best at what you can be. You can take up on your own and go and do your own training. Hats off to those athletes we see on a regular basis, maybe on the road or maybe in the various fields, trying to build themselves. And we could actually count the number of students on our fingers as to the number of them doing that.
Of course, but having said that, I'm going to ask you a question which is sort of ticklish. Would you say that athletes from Carriacou going to Grenada to perform in the intercol games are sort of at a disadvantage to those in Grenada? Is that a fair statement, or?
Well, it depends on what angle you're looking at. Disadvantage, yes. Disadvantage, no. It depends on, as I say, how you look at it. Disadvantage, we could say what? Okay, well, we had to cross the sea and all that. But hey, you have some of the athletes from the outer parishes in Grenada have to come to the town. So one may say, okay, well, they have to cross, right? One may say, okay, they're living their comfort zone. Okay, they're not slipping on the regular soft match, and we have to camp out. And so you can look at it from all angles. And yes, disadvantage, no, not disadvantage, based on how you actually look at it.
Well, I know from a primary school standpoint.
So the with the starters, 400 meters sub-junior boys. Only 4 athletes in the race.
Yeah, right. So we getting ready for the 400 meters for the for the sub-junior boys. They are with the starters, and we'll get the lane at 4. That's 400 meters for the sub-junior boys. All right. So that's the juniors. So that's probably the junior and seniors to come. All right. So
right. So it seems like lane 1 is greenhouse. Lane 4 red house.
That's lane 3. Lane 3 is red. Lane 4 is green. Lane 5 is red.
Right. So 4 athletes in this event.
And they are off. 400 meters for sub-junior.
Right. Slow start indeed, but out front athlete from red house running out of lane 5. Followed by the athlete from greenhouse, followed by red, followed by green. No athletes there representing blue house, but it's the 400 meters for sub-junior boys. The second 400 meters for this evening as they complete the first lap. Let's see, it's good for red. We still await the athlete from greenhouse. And make it in greenhouse, that's Jack, yeah. So it's red, it's green, followed by green.
Prince is there.
So that's athlete from Red House, red in first spot, red in second, green in third and fourth. On the top side, red with a commanding lead, somewhat 12 meters away. But narrowing that lead, it seems to be his colleague red. But it's red, Red is there, red followed by green. As they cross the finish line comfortably, red, second spot, red, second spot. And green, that's
so it's red,
Jack.
Green,
yeah.
Followed by green.
Yet to finish this event.
So it's that was sub-junior boys. The record there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all right, let's see what. Right, so the record.
Sub-junior girls in 2017.
Jaron Compton.
All right, so we're getting some.
3.9 seconds, Kina Thomas.
Right, so we're getting some.
So it's 1 minute 3.8 seconds. So Montisha St. Bernard of Greenhouse would have broken that record in 2024.
All right, so Montisha St. Bernard would have just broke Keena Thomas' record. So Keena Thomas had that record for the 400 meter sub-junior girls. All right, that record was set in 2017, 1 minute and 3 seconds. All right, so 1.39 seconds there. So that's 1 minute. 3.9 seconds.
So what's the difference in time? I thought
right.
that
So this
was
one
a
is 1
slow-
minute 3.8.
Oh, so
right?
just
so
a
it's a
basically
point.
yeah, thereabouts.
All right. So Montisha St. Bernard is the new record holder for the 400 meter sub-junior girls. So new record set in 2024. So Keena, we have to say goodbye to your record. Your how much? Your 6-year record has just been broken by Montisha St. Bernard. And Montisha is from Pity Matnik. I noticed Montisha. Yeah, Shem, that's Montisha's mommy. Yeah, Montisha mommy is here, and she's very proud. In fact, I saw her running along the track when Montisha was actually running.
Of course, we're getting ready for the next event, the junior girls 400 meters in lane 1. We have Greenhouse, Ania Forbes. We have Aliyah Alexis out of Blue House. Red House, we have Kamona Williams, that is Red House. Greenhouse, we have Kiera Lowerlin out of Greenhouse, lane 4. Lane 5, we have Amora Peters, and that's Red House. Of course, lane 6, we have Amora Stewart out of Blue House. Right, so that's the junior girls all on the tracks line up to go. Right. I see here that Godfrey Jones.
Right, that's the father of Randy.
Right, the OECS boxing champion, I think about
a couple of years ago.
2012, 11, somewhere around there.
400 meters that's junior girls.
400 meters for junior girls. 2 laps in your lane.
All right, running out of lane 4, it seems like Kiera Lowerlin is making a run for it. And of course, the unidentified athlete running out of lane 5. But nonetheless, seems like Kiera Lowerlin of Greenhouse. So it's green seems to be in front, green followed by red. I don't know about you, Lenda, but my money's on lane number 4, red. Running with multicolored spikes, green. That's fluorescent green, and she's making a run for it. Of course, Red House making a run. So it's red followed by blue, followed by green. As they come up the top straight to make the final bend on the far end. Ren with a commanded lead. So it's Red House. Red all the way. Red followed by blue, followed by green, followed by green. But it's red. I think my money is safe.
Well, yeah, and you know what is interesting? She's the smallest of the set of athletes there. All right, so the athlete from Blue House just collapsed there. So I think the folks from the YAC, the medical people, they are, yeah. All right, so all right, so they'll have to take them back to the lane so that we can have the proper. I don't know if it's Amara Peters. I don't know which should be her.
So that was the conclusion of the junior girls. We now went for the junior boys.
Right, but it seems as though they right. So whatever, right. So whatever we have here, yeah. But nevertheless, we await the
What happened?
All right, they will be tagged shortly. So the smallest of the athletes there, that athlete, she won. Red House. I cannot. I think that's lane number.
So,
Shami look like lane number 4, but it's not corresponding. It's not corresponding with what we have here.
Right. Of course, we're standing by for the junior boys, and we have 4 athletes. 4 athletes in this one lineup to go.
Lane number 2, we have Jade Joseph from Greenhouse. Lane 3, Kristen Lawrence, Red House. Lane 4. Blue House in Quaron Joseph, and lane 5 Jamie Matthews. The 400 meters junior boys, no.
Want to make sure we
All right, so we have one set of information, and what we're seeing is something totally different. The record for the 400-meter junior boys is set or was set by Stefan Brown in 2016, a record of 54.54 seconds there.
All right, so we have a Macintosh in lane 1. Seems to be Red House. Lane 2, J. Joseph, Red House. And Jamie Matthew. Jamie Matthew would be
Brendan McIntosh in one of Joseph of
right, so yeah, what the information we have is not actually corresponding with what we're actually seeing here on the track. But nevertheless, we'll be able to tell you what we make of what is actually happening here on the grounds. This is Bishop's College Inter-House Sports Meet for 2024, and of course the spectatorship. The spectators are coming in quite nicely. It's gone past 5 o'clock, Jim?
Yeah, thereabouts. What's happening on the live there, Lendo? Talk to us.
We'll have to see where we at and how things are actually going. So momentarily we'll be able to shout out some of the folks.
On the podium. You have to buy it. So the witness starters.
Okay, we take it after the starters.
All right, so we're going on the grounds for the start of the junior boys.
And they are 400 meters
and they are
junior boys.
Junior boys running well. 3 athletes representing Red House. So it's red in first spot, red in second spot, green in third, and red in also the fourth spot. Striding well. I'm not sure of the athlete's name, but of course I know this one is going to be a challenge by the 2 colleagues in Red House. So it's Jamie. So it's Christian and Jamie. So as they come up the back straight, they're running well, separated some 2 meters away on the far side. So it's Christian making a run for it on the inside lane, but Jamie is running away with it. So it's Christian on the inside, but look at Jamie running on the outside. Let's see as they come down the straight. Let's see, but it's Christian out front, but it's Jamie challenging as they come to some 2 meters to finish. This would be a photo finish. I think this was the closest or the most.
You know, it always will be who wants it most.
Exactly.
Who wants it most? So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait on the
followed by Jamie.
On the official
That is unofficial.
So I see
result there. Not sure who. Well, we'll see.
Well, I think the eyes have it. The judges have
the
just
red, the
convened
athlete from
quick
red,
meeting, and it seems like the athlete wearing the bandana.
That's the athlete from Red House. Not sure what's his name now.
Well, both athletes from Red House.
Oh, first and second, listen. All right, so okay, so. Not sure. I don't know the names of the. So is it a case where he thought he should come first? Right. So
sometimes I don't even feel I should be part of this. But nevertheless, we're here at Bishop's College Inter-House Sports for 2024. And we get ready for the senior girls.
All right, so what's the official result on this one?
All right, well, I'm not sure. I was not privy to what went down on the ground. But of course, we noticed the athlete from Red House in first position. I haven't seen what happened to the other position right there. As you mentioned, the athlete wearing the bandana. He was the one crowned. It was pretty close. It was pretty close in the end there. It was too close to call, so we couldn't tell from our vantage point who exactly won there. 400 meters for the senior girls. Kayla Mitchell in lane number 1, Blue House. Is it? Lane number 2 is Centile. What's the first name?
It's Makila. Makila.
All right. Well, it's not clear to us, but it's
It
Centile.
seems like Makila.
Makela. Well, I hope we have the name right. Red House. The lane number 3 is Greenhouse. Is KD Stafford. Lane 4 is Abriana Peters from Greenhouse. Lane 5 is Diane San Bernard. That's Montisha's sister.
Yeah.
Out of Pidimatney. Right. And lane 6 is Blue House, Portia Samuel. All right, so I hope it is actually corresponding with what we have now. We wait and see what will happen. Is the 400 meters senior girls, they are with the starter, and momentarily they will be running. It's
Right, so the current record holder.
Vanessa Joseph, a record set in 2009, 1.07, 1 minute 7 seconds there. Vanessa Joseph in 2009.
Let me just ask BC as a 6-year-old man. Vanessa is the one that we refer to as Sulin. Is it correct?
Ven. That's Ven.
Ven.
is Vanessa.
Ah.
Did I saw Sulin name on a record earlier on? I think I saw Sulin.
Should I get the starters?
Did I?
Senior girls.
Somewhere, but nonetheless, they're with the starter and we're ready to go.
On your mark. Set.
400 meters for senior
And it's good. All athletes representing every house, and they're running well. McDonald House is there. Dixon House is there. Nahaiko House is there. So it's red, it's green, and it's blue. So running well as they complete the first lap and the whistle goes. But of course, blue out front, followed by red, followed by green, followed by green, followed by red. On the bottom side of the park, running towards the back street. Red has moved into the first spot. So it's red, it's green, it's blue, it's green, and it's red. Nonetheless, it's red, running away from the pack. Red separated some 6 meters away from blue. At the top side, it's red, striding well. Athlete from Red House running out of, I believe it's lane 4. So it's red, it's blue, it's green. And I'm yet to see the other 2 athletes. They're walking. But nonetheless, it's red. Red gonna walk home with a goal. So it's red. And it's blue in second spot, balancing, whining, dancing, shaking her hands from left to right. So it's red comfortably, and of course followed in second spot with blue, followed by green. Wow, camera crew, we still await the 4th and 5th spot. Walking. Oh, we still have 3 athletes to come in. So it's green, it's red, and it's blue. 3 athletes more to go for the 400 meters for senior girls. So it's green moving into the, I think that's the 4th spot, followed by red running out of lane 3, or lane 2, I beg your pardon. And we still have lane 1 to come home. I don't think Sulin record is safe and secure. Not Sulin, Vanessa. You have to have it correct. Vanessa. Wonderful. Right, folks, so you're not really missing anything. We're happy to bring you this live broadcast on Sisters Radio, as well as on Facebook via Explo, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We're getting ready for the senior boys, and they're here with us. Lendo, you want to give the lane assignment?
All right, we'll do just that. The senior boys, Jason McQuilkin in lane 1 from Red House, Randy Jones from Blue House in lane 2, Andrew Alexis, Greenhouse in lane 3, lane 4, lanes 4 and 5 vacant, and we have Shakim Cox in lane 6 from Blue House.
Right, so I'm sending out a challenge, I'm sending out a bet now, BC. I don't know if you will be taking up this challenge, but my bet would be lane 1, or lane 2.
Well, it can
And
be
the,
all.
and the,
It
and, and the
can be
athletes
all.
are Randy Jones and McQuilkin, Jason McQuilkin.
All right, before
Who are you going with?
Randy Jones.
You're going with Randy Jones. Lendo, what say you?
all of them.
Well, there could only be one winner.
No, there could be a tie.
All right.
You remember earlier when I remember seeing Sulin Joseph name. Now Sulin had the record for the 200 meter junior girls. Yes, Sulin Joseph.
And it's safe and secure. That record was set in
Yeah,
the year
yeah,
2000.
28.29 seconds. A record set in 2003. Right, so Sulin Joseph, good afternoon to you.
Right, so this one should be interesting. The senior boys, 1, 2, 3, 4 athletes lined up, ready to go. 2 laps around the park. My money is going to athlete number 1 or athlete number 2. Jason McQuilkin or Randy Jones.
All right, so we're looking at lanes 1 and 2?
Yes.
Correct.
Set.
And they're off, it's good. 400 meters for senior boys. This could be a very interesting race. Jason is there, Randy is there, Alexis is there, and Kieran is there. This could be a very interesting race. So let's see the first. Let's see if they come down. What, Kieran is there, Jason and Randy. So this could be very interesting coming in the finish. Let's see as we go. Jason is picking it up, Randy is picking it up. This could be interesting. But Jason is going, Randy is strong. So let's see. Wow. Look at the band on the top side. Look at the band on the top side. Coming down. Randy, Jason, Randy. Randy. And if you don't know Randy's from the country and we put up there. So Randy Jones. It's Randy Jones up nose. Followed by Jason McQuilkin of Red House. Followed by Alexis. Ah boy, yeah. I like his spirit. And Kidan, well done. Well done, Kidan. Well done. Good run, Jason. Good run, good run, good run.
Well, good run indeed. And well, Randy Jones just won that race. Kwamina, I don't know if he actually bet with Bessie, but Kwamina was saying Jason or Randy. Oh, you said Randy, so you won. So Bessie won. Bessie won there. Right. So Bessie would have won there. Right, so it's Bishop's College Sports for 2023. Those of you who are just joining the live, good day. Andres Douglas is on the live. Judith Joseph is there. Jill Ned is also there. We have Janelle Clement, Cheyenne Kojo, everybody on the live. D Steele is also on the live. Yeah. So it's indeed a pleasure to have each one of you here on the live here. And of course, it continues right here at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. Is Bishop's College Interhouse Sports for 2024. We're standing by. Momentarily, we'll be bringing to you the 400 meters for the senior girls. So we are now being joined by well, it's not a good thing. We don't say old boys anymore. We say past student of Bishop's College, Zane.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Zane, right? Zane McFarlane there. Impressive run. They talk to us. You won the well, I should say big money prize, was it?
Yeah, no man.
Something of the sort. Right. You won the old boys race or the past student race there. How did it feel? You were an athlete in your day, and you could come here today and continue in that same feat this afternoon. How did it feel being on the track today?
Well, it's a good feeling, to be honest. At least to show the young one how it be done, because I've been working with some young athletes as well. So it's a good feeling to just show them, say that I still have it in,
Were you aware of a race coming up for past students today? Because I noticed you were not really training, but from time to time you will be in the park, maybe with the youngsters or something by yourself. Were you aware that there was something coming up here today?
Not really. It's been about minutes to 12 today. I get a call saying I had to run, so I just come on a show up, and I just say I give something for the fans.
Okay. Is it something that you love doing, or you just do it occasionally, just running?
No, I have a love for this from a small. If you do the research, go back in the history book, they can tell you.
You know, I was actually watching through the record book, but I'm not seeing your name there. Why?
Yes, man, I have a sub-junior 200 record. 200.
Well, I don't know. It probably was not updated in recent times. I'm not. Oh yeah. Okay, that's in 2017.
Yeah.
So sub-junior. So you review the record book.
Yeah, man.
That's good. That's good. Anything you want to say to some of the athletes now, because we are seeing some of the athletes they are finishing the race not the strongest of the way they should do it and all that. Anything you want to say to some of the athletes in particular?
Yeah, well, especially the senior boys, Randy Jones. You see, you have great potential when it comes to that, but it takes more than just potential. You have discipline, hard work to come to that, and once he master, he get the fundamental right, he can be a good athlete.
All right, and you mentioned that you normally work with some of the younger athletes.
Yes.
What positive or what sort of instruction that you normally give to them on a daily basis?
Well, I always tell them, say, especially in track and field alone can't do it. The book have to come with it, So it makes no sense to use just an athlete. Because I can't talk from experience,
Okay, I know you want to go and enjoy the sport. We have the Carriacou games in Grenada coming up this month end or thereabout. Will you be participating? Will you be going down there for that at all?
Well, yes, I will be going down to watch, but based on age factor, I will not be able to compete. But I will be at the national champ Saturday, please, Lord.
All right. From what you saw here today at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground, any impression, anything you find here compared to when you were blazing the tracks in your time? Anything in particular that you saw here today on the tracks? I'm certain that you recall the days that you were an athlete and you've been running there. If you were to make a comparison with what you are seeing now to back in the days when you were running, what would that be?
No, you can't compare my days. My days were just something spectacular,
All right, we want to thank you. And wish you all the best. Enjoy the big money that you just got from the race there. All the best to you. All right, folks. So we've been speaking there with Zane. Now Zane just won the old boys race momentarily there, and Kwamina is trying to find the old girl or the past girl who won the race right here. Right, so nothing is actually happening on the track now. We are just witnessing a medal presentation on the ground, so we can take in the medal presentation, and then of course we'll be back with some action on the track right here. So nothing is really happening on the tracks at the moment. Right, so the medal presentation is on, and that would be the medal for all the 400 meters
Blue House
runners.
Khadija Frank.
Receiving them.
Renis Bethel. Right, medal presentation for 400 meters sub-junior girls. Third position, Renis Bethel of Red House. Second position, Khadija Frank of Blue House. Ladies and gentlemen, and winning the 400 meters sub-junior girl with a new record. Let's give it up for Montisha Saint Bernard. Sub-junior boys, 400 meters sub-junior boys. Third position, College Jack of Greenhouse. Second position, Victor McIntosh of Red House. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the winner of the 400 meters sub-junior boys, Jodel Simon of Red House. 400 meters junior girls. Meters junior girls, third position. So we move to the senior girls, 400 meters junior boys, sorry. Third position, Jade Joseph of Greenhouse. Second position, Jamie Matthews of Red House. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the winner of the 400 meters junior boys, Kristen Lawrence of Red House. He ran 56.62, and the record is held by Stephen Brown in 2016 of 54.54 seconds. Congratulations, boys. Medal presentation, senior girls 400 meters. Third position, Katie Stafford, Greenhouse. Give it up for Katie. Second position, Portia Samuel of Blue House. Give it up for Portia. Ladies and gentlemen, and let's give it up for the winner of the 400 senior girls, Diane Senbanar of Red House. This record is held and still stands by Vanessa Joseph in 2009, 1 minute, 7 seconds. Final medal presentation in this category. Third position, senior boys, Andrew Alexis of Greenhouse. Second position, Jashan McWilking of Red House. And let's hear it for the winner of the 400 meters senior boys, Randy Jones of Blue House with a time of 57.23 seconds. The record is held by Clinton Hamilton in 2007, 53.21 seconds. Congratulations, boys. Thank you very much. The results of the all boys, all girls 60 meters. Come to the podium and collect your envelopes. Third place, 60 meter all girls, Patricia McNeil. Second place, all girls, Nariba Samuel. 60 meters past students race in commemoration of our 60th anniversary. Congratulations to all our past students who supported us in kind and in cash. Patricia, you came third. Good. We need photos, people. And the winner, first place of the all girls the winner of the past student female 60 meters event. Let's hear it for Kina Thomas. And it was expected because Kina still has about 4 records in our record. And when we talk about age now, Patricia is the winner. "60 meters all the boys race, past students. Third position, Clinton Hamilton. Third position, Clinton Hamilton. Second position, Jed McNeil. Jed flew like super. Clinton protesting, Jed jumped the gun. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give it for a winner of the all boys 60 meters, Zane McFarlane. Stephen Brown is collecting on his behalf. Clinton Hamilton, Jed McNeil, and Zane McFarlane, but Stephen Brown is collecting on his behalf.
All right, folks. So that was the completion of the medal presentation for all the 400 meters and also the old boys. Or we may just say that the past students. We don't like using the old boys and old girls there. Right, but we are now being joined by the principal of Bishop's College, Miss Kwamina. Miss Kwamina, no stranger to us. We're live here on Sisters Radio and also Explore Carriacou and Pity Macnic. Pleasant good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Lendo, and to the other members of the platform.
You know, it's a wonderful day for sports. Bishop's College House Sports for 2024. Your general thoughts?
Oh, I thought it was a splendid day. We are executing our events well. We still have the sun up, and then we are going into the relay shortly. So we are progressing well with our events. I want to believe that we have the blessings of God, and we've had a splendid day today to have our events.
That's good. And you know, during the broadcast throughout the day, we've been hearing and we were seeing a lot about 60. Let's talk about the 60 that's been incorporated in the sports here today.
Oh yes, Mr. Lendo. Bishop's College being the very first secondary school in Carriacou. You know what that meant. 60 years ago, in 1964, it was, like Jesus came when the secondary school was founded in Carriacou. So 60 years after, we still have the relevance, we still have that importance and impact of Bishop's College here 60 years after. And so we do not want to make it just one day, a one-day affair, because the anniversary date is January 3rd. But we are in February and we are still hearing about the anniversary. Because 60 years, if we're going to put an average of, let's say, 40 students per year, we know that a lot of students would have come to Bishop's College. And a lot of them are not here with us in Carriacou, but they're in the diaspora. And we want to ensure that when we celebrate, we don't celebrate selfishly for just the students, present students and those who are here in terms of past pupils, but we want to ensure that we spread the celebrations out throughout that year. So we have a year-long celebration to give the past pupils in the diaspora an opportunity to celebrate whenever they come home at some point in 2024. Hence the reason you are still hearing about the 60th anniversary.
Well, we know it's a year-long anniversary, so we'll be hearing a lot more about 60. It won't stop. It won't stop today.
No, it won't. It won't stop today. Coming up for March, we have a debate, and we are hoping to excite the past pupils that are home and the present-day students. We want to engage them in a debate, looking at the relevance of Bishop's College 60 years after, and to see if it is more relevant now than it was 60 years ago. So the moot is being put together, and once that is done, we would put it out so that we can expunge some interest from everyone about the 60th about that debate, and that is coming up in March. In April, we have a visit from Bishop's College, Kingston. So in 1964, many high schools were founded, not just in Carriacou, but around the Caribbean. And we have Bishop's College established in Carriacou, or say Grenada. We have in St. Vincent, and we have in Trinidad and Tobago. So we have a lot of Bishop's College. Bishop's College Kingston will be coming to Carriacou in April to celebrate with us. So as we conclude the sporting season, we will hear more of the visit of Bishop's College Kingston in Carriacou. We are hoping also to go beyond, as we go down in the year, you'll hear more of the activities, because we want to have some Thanksgiving. Well, as we say, there is no celebration without Saraka. So we want to have a Saraka at some point, so we can say thanks to the many persons who would have supported us over the years.
All right, but okay, so we're going to just narrow it down. We'll just keep it with the sports for now, and as you mentioned, after the sports, we'll talk about the other activities. Yes. Today, we witnessing the inter-house sports. We know there isn't any intersect for this year, but then we come with the inter-call and then the Carriacou. Talk to us about Bishop's College participating in those games.
Well, even before inter-call, we have national champs this weekend. So we have... as a matter of fact, we have 3 athletes already pre-selected for to be part of the national team. So they are going to be on show this weekend, and we have at least 4 more athletes who will join them in looking to cement their place on the national team for Carriacou. So we have good prospects in terms of our students, and we're hoping that they can transfer, do their best this weekend to really put on them a place on the Carriacou team. And after the Carriacou, after the national champs, we look forward to intercall. We do not have the quantity of athletes at Bishop's College to be able to say bring the title of intercall to Carriacou. However, we have the quality of athletes, and we hope to make our stance at Intercall 2024 with our Bishop's College contingent.
Right, and we know we've been hearing about the Bishop's College and Hillsborough Secondary School, the schools from Carriacou to be contented with. I'm certain that the team, your team in particular, because we're focusing on Bishop's College, after today you will select your team in preparation for thing. So maybe this year you talk about the trophy may not come this year, but maybe in years to come?
You never know, there is possibilities. As we live with endless possibilities. Anything is possible. I mean, I said this year we will not bring it home, but who knows? We could very well bring it home this year. There is a possibility. So we don't have the quantity of athletes because the program is very lengthy for intercall, and it's over 2 days. And you need to have athletes to fill the events to be able to amass the points to give you a championship. We don't have that.
But look at how things would have changed. We know in the past there were 2 days of intercall and so on, and now it revolutionized. We have 3 days, and there's more events, more activities, and all that.
And let me tell you what else has evolved. I remember when I joined Bishop's College in 1996, right? And since then I've been on the intercall team that we used to go combined. And I remember we come back to Carriacou with maybe about 4 points.
That was in the old days, very old days.
So we have evolved from that. Now, on the first day, you will hear Bishop's College in the top 5. You will hear Hillsborough Secondary in the top 5, and the 2 schools will maintain that top 5 performance into the second day of intercall. But as I say, with numbers, and then we drop down to about 6, 7, or 8. But among 23 or 21 secondary schools, and to be in the first 10 I mean, it is. It says a lot. It says a lot about us. So we are making strides. Where you have big schools like GBSS or Anglican High or SAS with hundreds of students, we, barely could have 200 students, and yet we can still keep up with the schools that have 4 and 5 and 6 and even 800 students. So there's qualities here. What we need to do is I think where we're lacking is in our coaching department. We need to have strong coaches to help our students. You see, an athlete is not only just about being able to run, jump, or throw, but your nutrition, your whole life pattern has to reflect your athletic abilities, and so coaching is very important. So we need to have that kind of structure program for our athletes. It is all up to the schools to do the training, but we need to have programs in schools. A lot of clubs in Grenada, there are a lot of clubs, so students have clubs, they join clubs, and they're in clubs after school. They are in a structured program, but we do not really have a structured program here. So that's something that maybe we need to look into, and some past athletes or so, maybe, or some sports enthusiasts need to invest into training for coaches and to get our students or athletes in that frame of mind for competition to take them the distance.
Right, Ms. Commoner, let me get your take on that. And folks, you're not really missing anything. We are getting ready for the 4x100 meters sub-junior. Right, so you're not missing anything at the moment. Now, Ms. Commoner, some people have been saying, well, had it been that the two schools go combined in intercall, they probably could bring the trophy to Carriacou. What is your take on that?
On your marks.
Well, if we are...
All right, we'll get back to that in a bit. Let's just take in the 4x1 and then we'll come back.
Set. Please stand.
Right, so we have a little...
All right, so it's a false start. Is it a false start or a pistol problem?
We'll get going again.
Right, 4x100 meters for the sub-junior girls.
Set.
And there, 4x100 meters for sub-junior girls. They are making their way up to make the first handover. Let's look at it. It is good for red, good for blue, good for red. Not so good for green. So as they come down to make the second handover, let's see. Good for blue, good for red, good for red. So let's see as we go. As they're going to make the final, number Frank is there. As they go to make the final handover, Mr. Sentinel should be smiling. It's not so good for blue, but it's good for red. Oh my goodness, it's killer. So Mr. Sentinel is just smiling. So it's blue also on the way. Followed by red, and challenged strongly by green. Let's look at the finish. My goodness. That is enthusiasm, positivity, and courage.
Until you cross the finish line, and that, yes.
So that was exciting indeed.
Okay, so that was the 4x100 meters for the sub-junior. For the sub-junior girls there. All right, so Ms. Kwamina is still here with us while we get ready for the 4x100 meters sub-junior boys. Ms. Kwamina, before we took the race, we were looking at the schools going to Grenada as combined.
Right.
Yeah, your take on that.
Yes, Mr. Lender. So, if our aim is just to bring the trophy to Carriacou, yes, let's go combine to make numbers so we can bring the trophies. We have the chance maybe of bringing the trophy to Carriacou. But I think we've gone past just getting a chance to bring the trophy. We have to look beyond just bringing the trophy to Carriacou. There are many schools in Grenada where the trophy never gone, right? But we look beyond that. We look at the athletes' development and what sports can do for them. So we are looking at exposing much more athletes in competition than just the two who can enter into an event. Now, if we have the 100 meters, let's take races for example, 100 meters. there is a possibility that Hillsborough Secondary can have 2 athletes, Bishop's College have 2 athletes. So how many athletes from Carriacou? 4 athletes. If we combine, you know what happened? Only 2 that can go in that event.
So you're more or less exposing more athletes to the
That is the point. That is the point. And we've clamored so many, year upon year, that we should be getting opportunity to expose our athletes on the international scene, maybe regional, international.
So
and that has been happening for us. A lot of our athletes have gone to Jamaica, being exposed, and now they're on the international scene, and they're doing pretty well. So that gives us the drive to expose more and more athletes, because we just don't know whose opportunity is going to be next. And that is where we are. That's a thrust now for us, not just to go to Intercol to bring the trophy to Carriacou. Yeah, we want to celebrate, and I know we all want to do that, and including us, the schools want to celebrate. But the combine is going to just scale the athletes down, whereas you have 80 plus athletes going to be exposed. You combine and you reduce that to 40-something athletes. So that's where it is at the moment.
All right. I'm happy for the clarity there, because some people are wondering, well, okay, why aren't they going with more, together? Because at the end of it all, Bishop's College up there, Hillsborough Secondary up there. So when you put up there and up there, you must get more up there.
Exactly.
But thanks for the extension.
1 plus 1 will give us 2. Yeah. But then again, let me tell you, the reason for combine before, the 2 schools was very small, very young.
All right, we'll have to hold it again until the completion of the 4x100 meters sub-junior boys.
Set.
4x100 meters for sub-junior boys. Just 2 teams, a green and a red. So let's see. Only first and second. The guy that made the first hand over, it is good for green, good for red. So let's see. Red is coming down, green is there. Well, so let's see the handover. Good for red. So Vic there. Blue outside, nobody in this race. So they're going to make the final handover. Let's see. Good for red. Not so good for red. So it's red all the way, followed by green.
All right, so only 2 athletes, so 2 houses in competition. Ms. Comina, let me just comment on this. But is it because the school population is declining?
Following that, the senior girls and boys, and then
yes,
we have
it could
the
be. We have declined. Our school population has declined drastically, so we do not have the quantity of students to really select from. So exhaustion could have caused the other team not to be in the competition, because the same athletes are used for the long distance, the short distance, all the races as you will see. So that is kind of expected that some races might go without some team in it.
Yeah, because earlier when I posed a question to Miss Scott, I remember Bishop's College had 4 houses.
Yes.
And now we come back to the regular 3. And she alluded to the fact that the population would have...
Yes. That time the school population was about 400.
Yeah.
400, 350 to 400 plus students we had. We down now to under 200 students. So you see, that's what it is. So.
But in terms of the spectators coming to support the school,
yes, honestly I'm pleased with the turnout. To see that it's a working day and buses are coming in after work. I am pleased with the turnout, and I think we'll get more buses coming in as the evening progresses.
Any challenges organizing a sport of that magnitude?
Oh yes, there is always challenge. One, the school doesn't have the finances to really run the sports as it is, so we have to go out and solicit assistance from and sponsorship from business community and even individuals. I must say the response has been very good. Bishop's College still can, appeal to its base to really come out and sponsor. So we had some big sponsors coming on board. We have RSG. I'm not backfilled for them now, but it was late coming and they came on board. And I think not just because they want to spend some money, but because taking into account it's children development, student development, and then again Bishop's College have been producing, and so taking a chance on us is worth the while.
Right, and the proprietor is a past student of Bishop's College.
Not him per se, but all their siblings.
Siblings, okay.
Yes, all their siblings.
That's good. So the support is there. The support is there for the
Well, we do business with him as well.
Okay.
School feeding, talk shop, we do business with him.
So that's it. You help me, you support me, I support you. So it's a two-way thing.
And the call, when we made the call, he responded quite willingly. So
That's
we
good.
are happy for that.
That's good.
And then we are not just talking about the big sponsor now, because I'm on the air. So I must say, the 1-1, Bob Marley say, 1-1 cocoa full of basket. So we appreciate the $5, the $20. We do appreciate that. So we're not just looking for the big sum, but the small one do count and count a lot.
All right. Well, Miss Kwame, I know you have your work cut out for you, and a lot of people might be looking for you. But before you run off door, right. So Bishop's College sports is on today. We know we're going down for the national champs tomorrow and over the weekend. Then the intercall and then the Carriacou and all that.
Yes.
So you in particular, I'm sure you're a sport fan and all that. I'm certain you'll be on the trip at sometime.
Well, actually, I'm on the boat tomorrow going down to Grenada.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to national champs tomorrow.
Okay, well that's good. We want to wish
I'm
you
traveling
all
with
the
the
best.
students. Yes.
Thank
you very much.
So, we'll be talking to you again from the camp of Bishop's College at Intercall in Grenada. No doubt about that.
Oh, sure. I'll be there as well. God's will.
All the best to you and everybody at Bishop's College.
Oh, thank you very much, and we do appreciate the shout out.
It's a pleasure.
All
right, folks, so we've been speaking there with Miss Kwame, the principal of Bishop's College. You know, we're here live at Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. It's right, the Bishop's College Inter-House Sports for 2024. It's on Expo, Carriacou and PD Martinique, and also Sister already. It's indeed a pleasure bringing to you live broadcast here. All right, so Kwame is here, and of course he's been following the events, the races quite keenly there, and Kwame, you are not privy to our conversation, but I did ask Miss Kwame about the same. You see, we had an event not too long ago with only 2 athletes. Two houses there, and she alluded to the fact that again the school population is actually dropping. And you remember when we spoke with Miss Scott earlier on, she did say that the school population is actually dropping there. And again, some of the students may be exhausted because again, running for house sports, you're running for points in particular.
So what would be the actual cause of that? I mean, we only have 2 secondary schools on island, Hillsborough Secondary, Bishop College. We did not see that last Friday. So is it a case where students sitting the CPA exam are actually preferring Hillsborough Secondary?
You know, it's a ticklish question that, and well, not really ticklish, but a sensitive question that I didn't want to pose to her, because again, it would be students and parents' preference as to where they want to when to go, and maybe the school didn't really have any control, because over the years the school been having some over 400 plus students, as she said, and right now it's about 200. So as Scott also said, that is about half. 50%.
50%.
Yeah.
All right. Nonetheless, we are here. 4x100 meters for junior girls. I make it there with the starter. How are the folks on the lives looking?
Well, they are looking pretty well. They are looking pretty well. We're gonna do some shout out in a little bit. We're gonna do some shout out in a little bit after the 4x100 meters junior girls.
Set.
4x100 meter junior girls. Let's see. All lanes are filled. 2 red, 2 blue, 2 green. They're gonna be tough to make the first time over. It is good for green, good for blue, good for blue, good for red. And as they come down to make the second and over, this could be interesting. Let's see. Green is there. Good for red. Very good for red indeed. And they're going up the top stretch. Green is there, but red is on the inside. We're getting ready for the final handover. It's good for green, good for red. But this could be interesting. Let's see red houses. Green is red. The shadow. Wow. And Montisha is there, Montisha is fine coming on, but the genre is not giving up. Kayla is there. But it's red house, followed by green, followed by blue, followed by another red, followed by blue, ably followed by green.
RSG Shopping Mart is appropriately located at Turnbay Carriacou, only 2 minutes away from the port. We're open 7 days a week for your shopping convenience. At RSG Shopping Mart, we provide a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, meats and household items. What about liquor? Our liquor aisle has a wide range of alcohol, some of which are only found at RSG. Come on down and even bring a friend to RSG Shopping Mart. Our warm and friendly staff are waiting to serve you.
So officially is red. Officially is red. So it's red, green, blue. So don't forget to please we get ready for the 4x100 meters for junior boys. After that we have the senior girls and boys. So in the meantime, we are DJ Jack or DJ Kevin. It doesn't matter. Shoot again.
Inside this session, I'm drunk already. I see a sexy girl, I want to walk already. I drink about 10 buckle of rum already. I don't take a selfie, Instagram already. I'm moving like a madman. Oh, yeah. There's problems in this session. Oh, give me space like a pedestrian. Oh, yeah. And please don't ask no question. Oh, yeah. The party bad. The party bad, 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 the party bad.
Jumping up in the van. All kind of different things they have in their hand. They're jumping up and down. They don't give a damn.
The Bishop's College Inter-House Sports Meet for 2024. Right, no action on the track. We're getting ready for the 4x100 meters junior boys. They'll be running shortly. But right now we have with us in our booth here, Dejani Brown. Right, Dejani, well, good evening to you, and you've been running. Talk to us, tell us a little bit about Dejani and how you've been preparing for today's competition.
Okay, so I'm Dejani Brown. You know, everybody know me as a famous person who went famous for saying to take a trip to PD Martinique, you know.
What is this famous person for what?
Take a trip to PD Martinique, the liquor meme, yeah. So, getting ready for a track, it wasn't really hard. I mean, some days training on the beach was very hard, but the Pasha itself was very easy. You had to deal with a lot of focus because we were very easily distracted. And it was most thanks to, Momora and Clintis Hamilton, my trainer. And besides that, everything was good. It was just hard training every day after school, go home, rest.
So you had a nice plan to make sure that you are fit and ready for running here today?
Yes, the plan was set. It was already on the go, just ready for the day.
Right, how much race you ran here today?
Well, I ran the 60-meter dash, I ran the 100, the 200, and I just finished the 4x1 junior relay.
All right, what next for you? How much more races you have to run today?
Well, I have the 4x1 senior relay and then the 4x4 junior and senior.
All right, Dijon, we want to thank you. We wish you all the best and continue to enjoy sports. Continue to do your best there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please stand.
All right, folks, so that was it. Dejoni Brown there, she been running quite nicely there, and she won a couple races here. We're getting ready for the 4x100 meters.
So we're getting ready for the 4x100 meters that the
junior boys, they are with the starters, and of course they will be running just now. All right, so it's relay at the back. The light is already up, but we just had a foul start there, and momentarily they'll be going again.
Set.
All right, the junior boys, 3 athletes, 3 teams there. Red, green, and red. All right, they're about to make the first handover on the top side of the park. It seems good. So red is running out front. Not challenged by red, but of course red in the first spot, red in second, followed by green. As they're about to make the first handover, let's see, it's good. Red is running out of lane 3. Red in lane 4 and green out of lane 2 on the bottom end of the park. But red with a commanded lead, some 30-35 meters away. But let's see, it's red out front. Challenge on the second spot, red, green. Let's see, so it's red, it's green, and it's red. The handover is good on the far side. Wow, we have a batter dropping on the far side. So it's red, followed by green. Wow, disappointing for green, they're dropping the batter. But nonetheless, it's red, and it's green. Lendo, disappointing there for the athlete from Greenhouse, dropping the baton.
Well, track and field athletics, whenever you have the team event too, is a plus and is a minus at times. The next person that we'll be speaking with will talk a lot about the plus and minus there as it relates to track and field. Patricia McNeil, and no stranger to sports, no stranger to the Hillsborough Recreation Ground, no stranger to Bishop's College. All girls. Right, we're talking to her. Past athlete. Past intercall runner. You were in intercall?
Past intercall runner.
I know that. And just before you ran, Lynette, you know somebody by the name of Lynette McNeil? Right, she was actually looking for you. Talk to us. You participated in the past student race. Well, you didn't come first, you didn't come second, but you were able to come third. Talk to us about the race here today.
I think I was at a very, very bad disadvantage because they put the young people to run with me. I mean, I left school 35 years ago, and they just left school last year. So that was not nice.
And that's the reason why I didn't go in the past students race too, because I left even longer than you. But of course, I mean, it's nice to see some of the not old, but past students, remember in the days when they were real athletes and the same ground, the same Hillsborough Recreation Grounds and the thing. Talk to us about what you've seen here at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds today. Talk to us about what you're actually witnessing here at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground.
Well, the games are not going too bad, but I think the athletes and them they should be pushing a little more. I don't think they're enthusiastic about running too much.
Yeah, because we've seen a lot of athletes taking on athletes right on the finish line.
Walking. No, in our days,
he didn't have that. Because we even look at some of the we see some of the old records and all that back in the days, very, very far. We have record as far as 1999 in the books.
Yeah, and the athletes not pushing enough.
Right. So what sort of advice you may want to give to some of the athletes now? We know they're getting ready for the intercall games next couple of weeks and all that. Anything in particular you want to say to them?
They need to train. The training is a key role in if you want to prosper in the games. They have to train. Right,
and we know the national champs will be in Grenada over the weekend. I just spoke to Ms. Kwame and she said some of the athletes from Bishop's College and some of the athletes from Hillsborough Secondary, they will be in Grenada to witness the games there. And then we have the Intercall coming and then the Carriacou game. Are you disappointed that there is no intersect this year?
Very disappointed because this is a sport that we always look forward to. And with no intersect, I mean, that just killing the vibes. Because I look forward in taking part in the old girls race, you know, competing against the other school as well. And with no thing, the children are done courage.
Yeah.
And because that would lead up to them going to Grenada and performing in a different way. But with the no intersect, then it doesn't look good.
Very, very well said. Very well said. Anybody in particular you want to big up? I mean, I just told you your sister was actually looking at you. Anybody in particular who might be out there in the diaspora or wherever looking at you at this time?
Well, I don't know who else is looking, but I guess a lot of people knows me and they know what I did in my time in school. So big up all yourselves, and it's good that you tune in to watch the Bishop's College Sports.
We want to thank you and we want to wish you all the best. Enjoy the sports and we'll be talking to you again.
I hope they have a 4x1 relay for the old girls and old boys because I really would like to take part in that one.
Well, you never know. Once you come up with a team, they may just have that just for your sake.
Thank you kindly.
Have a nice day. All right. So we've been speaking there with Patricia McNeil. Patricia placed third in the past student race right here. I think we have that's the latest point standing. All right. So Mr. Kwame is going to bring us up to speed with the latest point standing here.
Of course, that's the latest point standing. The folks on the grounds, they don't have that information as yet.
So you are privy to the information before the folks on the ground?
Exactly. So, after the last event, and this is current, after the last event, we have Blue House out front. Well, not out front. Greenhouse, 502 points. We have Greenhouse, 507 points. And Red House out front, 739 points. So that is the current point standing up to date after the last event.
But you realize we would have seen the race before that one. Well, right, we didn't have any blue athletes there. 2 athletes from Red House and 1 athlete from Greenhouse.
And of course, that would put them at somewhat a disadvantage considering the points are so close, just 5 points in difference, 502 and 507. Now Red House is far gone, 739 points.
Yeah.
So regardless, rain or shine, event.
Yeah, no stopping for Red House now. They are out there.
So considering what we have, just about a few more, 4 or 5 more events, it is safe to say that for 2024. Red House is in fact the champions.
Yeah, it's interesting because for the relays to come, we still have athletes from Red House participating there.
And it's only going to stretch that lead a little bit more further away from Green and Blue House. Right. So again, I just want to quickly repeat the current point standing. Blue House, 502 points. Green House, 507. And Red House out front, 739 points.
That's a big margin, eh? It's a big gap actually.
So we're standing by for what?
The 4x100 meters senior girls.
Senior girls.
That's the senior girls.
So basically with 3 more events to go.
So senior girls, and we had the senior boys, then the open 4x4, both male and female. 4x100 meters for senior girls. They are called to the mark position. Bishop's College Sports for 2024.
Set.
That is good. 4x100 meters for senior girls. All lanes are filled. 2 green, 2 blue, 2 red. Let's
nonetheless, on the top side of the pack, athlete from Greenhouse. So green is first, second, and blue is there second. And look at red on the inside making a run for it. But out front it's green, followed by red, followed by green. The second handover is good for red.
Good for blue.
Not bad for green, but of course red is out front. So it's red, it's green, followed by blue, followed by blue, followed by red. But out front is green is there. So green, as they run up the back straight to make the final handover. Let's see. So let's see the handover. Let's see, it's good for, it seems like blue first, followed by green. But of course the challenge to the final 100 meters as they come down the straight. But it's green out front, followed by red, followed by blue, followed by green, followed by red unofficially. Of course, we await the official results. Again, Lendo, we continue to see athletes giving up before crossing the finish line.
You know, I think the coaches may have a lot of work to do. Huh? The coaches would have a lot of work to do, especially in the area of battle. But then again, you see, if judging from the sports here today, they'll be able to streamline and come up with a proper team to go to compete for the intercall games in particular. Yeah, but we've seen a lot of work, a lot of polishing, and so on has to be done.
And so we're looking about maybe 2 or 3 weeks preparation to intercall.
Basically.
So yeah, I don't think it's a task that the coaches cannot undertake or cannot execute. So we're certainly looking forward to see a lot of work being done in terms of batter passing, the strategies that is being used. You know, so we're looking forward to a lot happening in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, but the challenge needs to be out there too, and I don't think we should be just waiting for this season. I mean, year go, year come, we always talk about the same thing. We need to see more programs in that department going on, and whether or not that the Ministry of Sports, the schools, individuals have to take it on their own, as we mentioned earlier on. Once you want to be an athlete, once you see, you know, what's in store, once you know what you want so badly, you too can just make it your duty to do things on your own to get up there, and don't wait on the authorities in particular to have it ready made.
But generally, we're not seeing athletes enthused in the thing. The ambition is not there. You know, you run the race, but because Harry's in front of you.
No incentive. Sometimes we
so
just look at
you just give up.
What's in it for me? You know. So in the absence of programs and other stuff there, we wouldn't see that happening. But of course, we have to look at the bigger picture and don't wait until it boils down to that.
Right. So I have the latest point standing for you again. I want to repeat. So the folks who probably on the grounds and locked on via Facebook or Sisters Radio, you're not privy to that information, but we're working directly with the statisticians. They're providing us the update as every event run off, right? So the point standing has changed somewhat. So Blue House now stands at 503 points, Greenhouse 515 points, and Red House out front 761 points.
So Red House, as we realize, is gone. No stopping. Red House athletes can go home and rest, but we know that won't happen. They'll endure until the end.
Of course, there's no stopping for Red House. But of course, we have a new record. See that?
It's a new record, and that would have been in. All right, so that's the one with Montisha.
Yes.
Right, that's Montisha and Bernard. We had that record there. Montisha would have broken Kina Thomas' record, an old record set in 2017, right, in the 400 meter sub-junior girls. Montisha and Bernard breaking that record, 1.038, right, so 1 minute, 1 minute, 3.8 seconds there. Right, that's the new record. The old record stood at 1 minute, 3.9 seconds there.
Right, so clearly we see that Kina Thomas had about 5 records. So we have 2 smashing here today, right? But nonetheless, we go in on the ground side for the final 4 by 100 meters senior boys relay. And it's off. So we have 4 teams, 1 from green, 1 from red, 1 from blue, and 2 from red, 1 from green, 1 from blue. On the far side, Red House running away with it. So it's red, challenged by blue, followed by red. Well, I'm not seeing the other team. I'm not sure what happened. But nonetheless, they're running. but it's red, it's blue, it's green, it's red. So it's red. And of course the handover. This one should be interesting. I see likes of Randy Joseph, or Randy Jones rather. So it's Tika and Randy Joseph. So Tika in red house, Randy Joseph in blue. Running out of lane 2, Jones, I beg your pardon. So let's see. Comfortable win for Tika. Randy have to settle for the second spot. And of course, red in third. And green would settle for the fourth position. Interesting relay indeed. 4x100 meters for senior boys.
Well, all right, so that was the final relay there. For the final 4x100 meters
exactly.
relay. 2 more relays to come, the 4x400 meters open girls and the 4x400 meters open boys. But going back to that 4x100 meters relay there, interestingly, you know, determination, speed, strategy, skills, a lot of things had to be taken into consideration there, right? And you see, your placement of athletes has a lot to do with how much your team plays in a relay as well, huh?
Yeah, generally, but I think in terms of the whole preparation for the relay, I think there is a general lack of the transition of the batter. You see that from the prep, from the sub-junior, the junior category. I think that's an area that the coaches need to pay close attention to.
Batter passing is keen. You know, you could have the 4 fastest athletes and the batter passing is not good. You could never win a relay. You understand? So we have to bear in mind, and again, I'm certain the coaches, they'll be going back to the drawing board to see how best they can polish a lot of those. All right, so the individual, right, so that's from the individual standpoint there. Individual champs, so the divisional champs as we call it.
Of course, we're getting ready for the final 2 more events of the day. I think, is it a medley or is just
no? It's just 4x4.
So it's just 4x4. So every athlete would make 2 laps around the park.
Let's hear it from Montisha San Bernard of Greenhouse.
So Montisha San Bernard.
Presentation of the trophies.
Right, that would be divisional champ, sub junior girl. Montisha San Bernard, just get that trophy. Junior girls, individual champ there. Oh, divisional champ.
Let's give it up for Dejane Brown.
Dejane Brown, and we just spoke with Dejane Brown,
of course. Junior athlete.
And we are waiting to hear who the senior individual divisional champ.
Scoring a total of 43 points in the track and the fields. Let's hear it for Diane Saint Bernard.
Diane Saint Bernard. So Montisha Saint Bernard and Diane Saint Bernard.
Brothers and sisters.
2 sisters.
Montisha
and Diane.
Oh, Diane.
Diane, not Dion.
Dion. Dion. Okay,
no, Diane. All right, so sub-junior champ and also the senior champ.
Let's give it up for Victor.
Wonderful.
Victor McIntosh is the sub-junior champ in the
junior
boys.
category. Let's give it up for Kristen Lawrence.
Kristen
also with a total
the
of
junior
41
champ
points.
or the divisional champ.
And the senior
junior
category.
boys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Randy
give
Jones.
it up for Randy Jones. Also
Randy Jones.
on 41 points.
So folks, 2 more events to run off this evening.
That was our
As we bring the curtains down, 2 more events, the 4x400 meters for girls, 4x400 meters for boys.
And then we'll say goodbye to Bishop Scholar Sports for 20. And interestingly, Sham, that's the final sports, huh? The final school sports, I may say. Are we going to see a village sports for this year?
We'll see a village sports / independence match pass competition, which was postponed twice. So the scheduled date now would be the 19th of February. Not February, April.
The 19th?
19th of April. Apparently it's not going to be on a Sunday, but it's going to be on a Friday. Right?
Any reason why it's a Friday as opposed to a Sunday?
Well, after much discussion, consultation from the various schools, they thought it was best to keep it within a school day, which is a Friday, you know. Of course, it creates an extra activity for folks who live in work at 4 o'clock to be part of. So it's going to be Friday the 19th of April. In fact, it's going to be the Friday before Maroon Festival.
All right, you could tell, what would it entail though? What would it entail? You know, some people have been hearing, well, there's Independence March Past competition. What exactly we can expect on the track?
Well, it's actually a showcase of national colors, similarly to the military parade. So the schools will be dressed in national colors. They'll be judged for, you know, good coordination, good matching. There is 3 components. There is a matching body component will be judged, and individual prizes will be awarded, as well as there'll be a display component. So whether the cheerleaders, the break dancers, whatever it is, there's going to be a, you know, like a display component, and there's going to be a salute component. So every individual schools or group will match up to the saluting podium and do a salute, and they will be judged accordingly.
So are we anticipating strong participation from the various communities, the various groups, the various schools?
Well, it's actually, the invitation is extended to not just primary schools or secondary schools. It's also extended to varying community groups. So you too can be part of that, you know. For the matching body component, a minimum of 20 persons. So perhaps we have a group from Leicester, 20%, they can be part of the matching body, and they have opportunity to, you know, win themselves something nice. And all this is all part of the national celebration as we celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence.
All right. So although Independence Day is gone, but that's not to say that the celebration is over.
It's not stopped. It's actually a year-long celebration. In fact, the Independence Celebration Committee in Carriacou have quite a number of activities hosted for April, or carded for April. So there is the food and explosion, cultural explosion will be held in April. There is a debate to be held in April, as well as the Independence March Past competition will be held in April. And of course, at the end of April would be the Carriacou Maroon String Band Festival. I think it's April 26th.
26th to 28th.
28th. Of course, we will bring everything together, our tradition, our culture, our food, our arts, our craft, everything gonna come together in one. So April is a big year for Carriacou and PD Martinique.
Right, and you know, we got some information that the Friday Night Maroon this year is gonna be in Belmont, in the BBHH community.
Again, you're privy to a lot of information that I'm not.
Well, just as how you were privy to a lot of the scores before it was announced.
So, Maroon Festival on Friday night would be at the chapel in Belmont. Yeah, so Belmont folks, hey, ready up yourself, get prepared for it. Bring the entire community together.
Yeah, because the organizers met with the community of Belmont last evening, and so that's why we were able to confirm that information. The other information we're gonna give to the people as time goes on, right? So little things happening in the making there, but of course we won't be able to give out the other information just as yet. But what we can tell you is that the Friday Night Maroon, or the Friday Maroon, is gonna be in the BBHH community in the chapel, to be exact. But the other events, the other activities and so on will be forthcoming.
Of course, I had to call out the troops, call out my sources. I was just told that the Saturday night event will be held at the Botanical Gardens in Hillsborough.
Well, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that.
I mean, it's just amazing how technology works, and the folks listen to us wherever part of the world. Information just arriving on my phone. But of course, I have apparently there's a new record, Lendo. I think that's let's see.
All right, that's the 4x100 meter sub junior girls. So a new record for this 4x100 meter sub junior girls. A record was set in 2017. All right, so I have to see what's the new record time. All right, so I'm not getting that. Well, it's a new record for the 4x100 meter sub junior girls. I need to get the time. I saw the old time. What's the new time there? Did they give us the new time? All right, all right, they just said to us it's a new record. We didn't have the time. The old time there would have been 1 minute 3.9 seconds.
By Kina Thomas. So Montisha St. Bernard.
No, so that's the 400. That's the 400. They give us that already. The 400 meters sub junior girls. We gave right. So Montisha St. Bernard.
Yeah.
Right. We had that. 4x400 meters. Yeah, 4x400 meters.
Right.
Not forgetting excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, 4x400 meters. Kayla and team from Blue House. Nowitsa Patrice and team from Blue House. Rosanna and team representing Blue House. Diane and team from Red House. And Michaela and team representing Red House. As I said, this is a test of patience, endurance, faith, perseverance. The athletes would have toiled hard all day long, and this is just the final effort.
On your marks.
And they are off. 4x400 meters mean each athlete here today on the field, running right now under the lights, will be running 400 meters per leg. The boys, can you organize yourselves in the meantime? As soon as the girls are finished, we want to move. Get up, girl. The greatest runner is who gets up and run again. Lovely girl. You must catch somebody. Go, Natalia. Chinese proverb, fall but get up twice, which is really good. Fall once, gets up twice. And the blue seems to have a slight lead. The person of Kayla Alin. Red followed by green, Rosanna, followed by red, Kashona Williams. Then we have Douglas from Red House bringing up, followed by the athlete of Blue House. And as I said, supporters, cheer them on. These athletes have been pushing for the entire day. Zara, followed by Rosanna, followed by Kashona. It is a test of endurance, a test of perseverance, a test of strength on this event. Keep going, Rosanna, keep pushing. Don't give up. Let's go, Janaya, keep running. Let's go, Ali Alexis. We're cheering for you. Good going, Sarah. Good handover for Blue House. And we see that is not so good for Red House. Sibyl, please come out on the track. Please, thank you. You cannot do it again. We have Mia striving there. Blue, followed by red. closely followed by, there is a competition. Jack and Joseph having a competition there for the third and fourth position. Nice going, Portia. Strongly contended by the athlete of Nahaiko's Red House. And the gap is closing for all athletes. Even the athlete in third place is making a move. That's Mia Joseph of Greenhouse. And blue seems to be falling back. The athlete of green is coming over. The athlete of green is almost taking over from the athlete of, and this is good. Red has regained the title. Blue house in third position, followed by another athlete of Red House. So, an athlete is still coming. The athlete, excuse me. Hello. Hello. Excuse us. Thank you. Right, red is still in the lead, followed by green. And the blue house is making a move for it. Amara Stewart is strongly contending the athlete of green house. And don't give up on the athlete of blue house, of red house in the back there. It could be anybody's event. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the ladies at the far end. It is red, followed by another red. Red, followed by red. Followed by green. And then we have the athlete of blue house pulling in. I told you, it is a test of faith, a test of perseverance, a test of strength, a test of endurance. Ladies, you have done well. We are proud of you. And Louis just remind me that it is a red edition, a red affair. Let's go. See Open Boys final event of the day. And let's give it up for the athlete of Blue House who has just completed. Well done, ladies. Right, we are getting ready to begin the boys. DJ, give us something, one thing.
4x400 meters open girls, right? So momentarily we'll see the 4x400 meters for the boys, which will be the final event, for the day. All right, so okay, so yes, so we just awaiting the commencement of the final relay, the final 4x400 meters relay for Bishop's College. We will bring the curtains down for Bishop's College Sports for 2024. Final event.
Yeah, the boys are up next.
In the meantime, we got to say thanks to our sponsors, all our sponsors there.
Your best.
Power in the Grenadines.
Power in the Grenadines. Right.
The final event for the day, the final event for the night, final event for Bishop's College Sports. All right, the 4x400 meters, the open boys. They are with the starters and they will be running momentarily.
Wonderful. The time check is 6:52. 8 minutes to 7 o'clock. So we are sort of finishing on a good time.
By 7 o'clock?
So 4x400 meters for boys. They are doing it scratch, so lane 1 will be there.
And of course, as we heard, Magic will be leaving at 7:30.
So the with the starters, the final
so
event of the day.
on
good
schedule.
time, good
yes,
timing.
Yes.
Randy Jones and team, Andrew and team, Collis and team, Jamie and team, and Amori and team. The with the starters. On your marks. This is the race, and they are off. 4x400 meters for boys. Brilliant start up front. So there seem to be 2 races. There is one up front and one in the back. But the one up front is very interesting. This may change hands, but let's see. So they're coming down to complete the first lap.
Can we in this race have bragging rights? Is who beat who, when and why and how.
So Randy Jones.
Jamie is not giving up. Randy has something to prove. Randy has something to prove, and so does Jamie. He has to prove something as well. Look at that, I am telling you. They're not giving up. No one is giving up here today. Keep up. Keep walking. And I can tell you, Randy has been giving it his all. ALL. And a couple of them are also going to be traveling to Grenada in the morning to participate in the National Champ Games. So, Little Rex again. We wish them all the best and continue to make
So Jones and Lawrence.
yourself and your school and your parents proud.
Look at Noah though.
And I keep emphasizing,
So
this
Lawrence,
race is a test.
the race on the top is Lawrence making a